Dude, I'm like inhaling a Lunchable right now because I have been busy literally since the minute I woke up this morning. John T, what's up? Just started or did your game crash? No, just started. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. There we go. Yep, says we're live. Good. But yeah, I was inhaling this Lunchable because like, you know, I never have time to actually eat something before it's something actual. Hello, everyone. My name is KingdomAce, but some call me Jordan. Today, we are back with some more Dragon Age Inquisition. Hopefully the notifications go out because I don't like to put notifications too soon after each other. And I just uploaded a short for the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer reaction, which was awesome. And I'm gonna be honest, I slept through all of the hijinks last night. It was a lot of hijinks from what I saw with D23. Unfortunately, I was asleep. I had a very, very busy day and I passed out at like 8:45 p.m. But I had to do what I had to do there. I had to do what I had to do. But I decided to wait till this morning to record the reaction for it. I am not 20 anymore. Being able to be energetic at like 2 in the morning or midnight or 1 a.m. when these things drop, I don't have it in me anymore, man. What kind of Lunchable was it? It was ham, like the basic kind. Like I got the one that like doesn't even have like the candy in it. Again, I don't really eat chocolate or candy like that anyway, so like might as well save the extra 50 cents that goes into it and just get the stuff I care about. Wait, you're at Skyhold? Wait, so you're at the beginning of the game? Like, this is your first playthrough? I know you said you were playing alongside me, but like, I thought maybe you had just already played the game before. Did you already do the Descent DLC? No. From what I understand, I've asked quite a few times. A lot of people say that you can just, it doesn't really matter which one you do first. You could do the Jaws DLC or the Descent. It doesn't really matter. Both have the same around the same recommendation level. So I just decided to do Jaws, and I just looked more online and everybody was saying it doesn't really matter, but if you're going to do any of them first, Jaws works as the first one. So that's the one I'm going to do. So it should be perfectly fine. It is your first playthrough. Okay, I hope you're having fun. Glad you're playing alongside me. Love to see that. Tasman, thanks for following. I appreciate you. Hey, we might be finishing around the same time then. From what I understand, all the DLCs are probably just long enough for me to not finish them all in one sitting. You guys said in terms of main story, if I do my regular length, like 5-hour long streams, I'll probably beat the game in maybe 2 more streams of just main story, that is. And for the DLCs, most of them are around the length of my streams. I think this one is the longest, Jaws. I think one of them is 6 hours, but you guys said generally I'll probably beat each of the DLCs in 2 streams. So that means we have like maybe 8 more streams, maybe. It depends on how long the streams go, I guess. So there's still quite a bit left. So we still have quite a bit left. If each DLC takes us to 2 streams, then yeah, we might have that many. this Persona music isn't copyrighted. Atlas is pretty cool about letting you use their music in videos and stuff. So Square Enix used to be pretty cool about it, but after like and it depends on the franchise. Like Final Fantasy music is largely okay. Kingdom Hearts music is largely okay as well, as long as it's not Utada Hikaru songs. But anything else Square, it's probably not okay. Like the Final Fantasy video that I did about which to play first. I used Final Fantasy music all throughout that video from every single game of the mainline series. It didn't get copyrighted, so Final Fantasy is usually pretty good. And Kingdom Hearts I've never had a problem with, as long as I'm using the game music, you know. But things like Octopath Traveler that has like amazing music, I don't get to use it, you know, which sucks because I used to use Octopath music all the time. But when Square made their own music channel, that's when everybody just started getting hit with copyright, man. It sucks. Cats of all cosmos, hope you're enjoying your weekend. Good to see you. Yeah, I am, and I am actually at level 20. Welcome to the stream, guys. I did go and grind, and I got myself to level 20. Yeah, took some hours to do it, which was kind of annoying, but a lot of people just said go to the Emerald Graves and grind the monsters and stuff there, you know, and such. After maybe 6 hours, 10 over the course of a few days, I was able to get there. You'll also see that I got the Inquisition perk that gets us all another potion slot. Awesome. Why does it do that? Like how you saw how like it bugged just then to where like that was still locked just then. That happened when I first put this in a slot, and I made sure everybody has stuff in their slots based off what I think they can get the most out of. But yeah, Dorian, what's up? Seems like everybody's here for some of the DLC. I hope you guys are excited for that. I'm not going to yap a whole bunch this at the beginning here. Just to note, most of my stuff that I ended up doing, I ended up just making sure I have what I specifically needed. I mostly put all of the points I had here, like I said I would, just so I can get the throwing blades, which I did get to try out, and it is fun to do. And I was even able to get it up one extra one. I've been watching your Elden Ring stream VODs. That was a different time, man. That was a different time. I kind of hate that later on in the series I stopped doing the death counter, because I'm gonna be honest, I just kept forgetting to hit the button sometimes, and sometimes it wouldn't work right. So like, cause sometimes I swear I hit it, but it just didn't work right. I think maybe the plugin needed to be like updated or something. But yeah, but I loved it, man. Hello, I like this DLC. What's up, Rachel? I hope you're doing well. I'm excited to experience it. Some of the things in here can shred a party. Of course, I'm usually on nightmares, so yeah, I'm on hard, so I think it's gonna be okay. It'll be okay. I upgraded some gear and stuff like that, especially since we started getting more tier 4 materials and stuff like that, you know, and during all my grind sessions, I was able to find some more as well. So yeah, I guess the question I have is, how do I actually go and do that? I guess I go to the thing. I guess I go to the war table, maybe. And I can unlock the things from there. Dude, my arm is hurting right now, bro. I woke up early because I had to go and do some manual labor with family. And whew, that was a lot. Might have lifted some stuff incorrectly a little bit. I think I'm largely okay. My bones are a little weird. I can basically pop every bone in my hand for some reason, like at will. I don't know why, but I've always been able to do that. All right, so where is Jaws? Probably in Orlais. Yep. You guys told me that was probably the best place to do it. So I did a bunch of stuff off screen. I bet it's probably like over here. What's the actual name of it? Oh, it actually is over here. Oh, investigate Frostback Basin. Minimum suggested level 20. Okay. Let's do that. There's another Halo stream in between this, so I think I've been doing a decent job of splitting that up, and we'll definitely beat Halo in the next stream. So that's another Let's Play down. Okay. Give me your Steam. I don't know how you give somebody their Steam. What's my name on Steam? I think it's just KingdomAce. Yeah, I'm always invisible though, because I'm just always invisible. I don't need people seeing me. Yeah, it's just KingdomAce with the Trails profile picture. It's funny because I'm thinking about Skyrim, and it's like Skyrim and Bethesda games are the only games that, like, if you have your game modded, you just can't get achievements, you know? Like, brother, I still have to play the game, and I get it to a degree. I do get it, but like, out of all the games I've modded, the only games I know for a fact like fully disable achievements if you have any kind of mod, it's Bethesda games, you know? Gift me what games? Guys, I'm Unk, bro. I don't know how to do this stuff, bro. I don't know. Oh, I recognize your name. Think I recognize you and you. I'm gonna just add everybody. Hopefully my account don't get hacked. I can buy it. I appreciate it though. Don't worry. I do appreciate it though. Oh, I've just realized I still have the Daybreak 2 background on my profile. Never seen that, or I haven't seen that in a while. Do I not have a Horizon one? I don't have a Horizon one. That's kind of surprising that I don't have that. Okay, well now I kind of need to like go and find that. Game profile. No, hold up. Now I actually got to go and look for this. Trails Beyond the Horizon. Why do I have this game twice? Oh, that's a demo. Point Shop. You have any backgrounds? Dang, your backgrounds are kind of mid. Horizon, what's going on here, man? What's going on here with this mid? The Daybreak 2 one is still fire though, so maybe I'll just keep that. Yes, I'll just keep that. That interdimensional rift one from Final Fantasy V is kind of fire though. I do love me the Final Fantasy 9 ones, bro, but Vivi just looks like he's in a void. Final Fantasy 8 ones though. Sheesh. Oh, Final Fantasy 16s are fire though, man. Dude, y'all would love that game. I'm so mad at myself for not streaming the whole game, bro. I just didn't have a streaming audience back then, so I just didn't see the point. I didn't understand, bro. I wasn't a streamer back then. Dang, for Dissidia. Shh. I had this one on for a while. This one too. Gate. Okay, I have to put Steins Gate on, bro. I have to put Steins Gate on, guys. Come on. Original size, full screen. Let's just do original size. All right, now we go back to profile. Dang, that's fire. That's so good. That's so good. Maybe I should change my showcased games. A lot of people on the channel probably don't even know that I'm like a big RE guy, but oh, I spelled it wrong. Unk don't know how to type either, I guess. Let's put that Dragon Age Origins in here. Let's put there. Ah, oh, dude, my freaking arm hurts. There we go. Bro, I've played, there's no way I've played this much in the past 2 weeks. Guys, playing games for my job, guys, I'm not unemployed. That's not what look, I'm not playing 70 hours of games in a week, bro. And like just in the past 2 weeks, just because I want to, bro. That's my job, guys. Come on. I'm not I'm not know what you're thinking. Some of that was probably at least 10 hours of that was like since the last stream, trying to level up quicker. Let's take that out. Cap. I had level 27 or 2 playing Jaws on hard. Still had its less than pleasant moments. Sheesh. Also today's stream meal, chicken salad sandwich with sugar bomb, cherry tomatoes, ooh, and a cherry float Coke. Enjoy. I hope y'all got your snacks. This is gonna be a long one. Yeah, Skyrim gets on to heck and back. The Mike Me has kept the Elder Scrolls alive for decades. Not sure that slaying Thomas training is deserving of an achievement. Yeah, I mean, but I also got the achievement. I think the achievement for actually like taking down Mr. X, and I had because in the first playthrough, I mean, I knew you didn't need to do that, but I went and did it in like my second playthrough of RE2 Remake, and I'm pretty sure you get an achievement for knocking him down once, I think. And I had a mod for Thomas the Tank Engine on there. Yo, thank you, Fabby, for the bits. Throw a coin to your streamer. Oh, Valley of Plenty. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for the bits. It's my bro's birthday today. Happy birthday to your brother from KingdomAce. I hope they enjoy their day. I ordered ramen for this. Sheesh. And I had a freaking Lunchable before this, bro. I'll have something decent when I actually in stream later. And Avar with a giant hammer knocked my Inquisitor so hard she fell all the way down a mountain, bro. That's some Skyrim stuff, bro. You get hit by a giant and you just fling off. Or that's some Breath of the Wild and like Tears of the Kingdom type stuff. You get blown down a mountain and the death animation plays, you know, it's like you died, but you still see your body falling down the mountain. It's like, okay, we got it. He's already dead. Okay. To Ambassador Josephine Montelier, thank you so much for your earlier correspondence. I confess it's been difficult to get those in Orlais to take this discovery lightly seriously in light of the recent events, but I am positive that scouting the Frostback Basin will yield historic discoveries beneficial to both the academic field and the Inquisition. As a staunch supporter, I am honored to be working in such great company on this historic occasion. Yours most sincerely, Professor Bram Kenrick, University of Orlais. I've already got an idea of the squad I want to bring with me. Oh, it's an area. I think somebody said that in the chat earlier. I just didn't realize. Cool, a DLC that actually adds an area to the game. I guess they've done that plenty of times, but I just didn't expect it for this game. We scouted the region and set up camp. Professor Kenrick has the scouts gathering anything they can find. So far, we've uncovered a lot of very old buckles. Hopefully this yields something more exciting. Anyone who comes here should be ready for hostile wildlife and angry Avar. This place is dangerous. Challenge accepted. Venture forth. All right, who are we bringing? You already know. Cassandra. She's coming. Dang, we really did everybody's. Cole sends me every time, bro. That joint sends me every time. Why is he stand stuff like that, bro? Like he a musician, bro. Like this is a cover photo for a new album, bro. Why? Why is he stand stuff like that? Hello, folks. I was mostly having this on the background today as I play the DLCs myself. Hope you have a great stream. Yo, Ender, I appreciate you. Appreciate you helping the watch time for the algorithm. I appreciate you. The meme bows. All right. Next, we're bringing Solus. And next. Now, I've been very in between, but I think I've decided I'm going to bring Blackwall. Originally, I had set on Varric being there, but I think maybe I'll wait to bring Varric for the other DLC, because I think one of them takes place in the Deep Roads. I don't know which one it is, but I think it's the other one I could do. I think it's called the Descent. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be for the Deep Roads, and I guess I'll bring Varric there. I did watch the new Kingdom Hearts trailer. Yes, I actually even posted a short for it right before this stream started, and hopefully that did not make it do bad. And if it did, there's not much I can do about that. If it does bad, I can always delete it and then repost it and hope it does better. But I can send the link here for those that want it. It's in the form of a short. But yes, this is my squad. No, hold up. Hold up. No. She has to be right next to me, bro. Come on. And Solus can get down there. Yeah, I'm glad he's more human too. I almost feel like... Let me know if the audio is going to be off a bit, because I don't know. Something's a little bit different, and I don't know what I did, but ever since I messed up that recording this morning, things have felt off. Yeah. Watch Coco. I know. People have been trying to get me to watch Coco for years now. I love Inquisition because it has great replayability, vast and beautiful maps and territories. KH4 looks like a sequel. They lied about being a reset of KH1 story. They never said that. They flat out never said that. They said that KH4 is, in a sense, supposed to be a new place to begin, not for like people like for the series. Like I would never start at KH4, but like they mean it's the start of a new arc in the series. You know, like the Dark Seeker saga is now over, and now we're about to get into a new arc. I mean, literally watching the 1-minute trailer, you can see all the characters from the mobile game, all this stuff that happened from the last game. It's just like, I would never start Kingdom Hearts 4, Kingdom Hearts with Kingdom Hearts 4. That's one of those series you cannot play out of order. Like you can if it just helps you have fun. Like Kingdom Hearts ain't like Final Fantasy, you know? Like It's not like that. It's a sequential story. If you play Kingdom Hearts 3 first, for example, without playing any of the other ones, you will be very confused, and they will not take the time to explain any of that stuff to people. They will assume you know what's happened up to this point, and it's, I guess, I mean, movies are often like that. You know, most people wouldn't start Harry Potter with the 5th movie, for example, right? You know, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is technically like what, like the 12th or 13th game, you know, or whatever. So like, yeah, you can't do that. I don't understand anything in KH lore seems confusing. Kingdom Hearts is not confusing. The lore in Kingdom Hearts is not confusing. It's a common misconception because of how many people are into the series. And back then, you always needed a new system to play something on. Like, you couldn't just play all of Kingdom Hearts on PS2 because the GBA game was important too. And then the DS games were important too. Then the PSP games were important too. Then, you know, PS4 game is important too. You know, that's why now you can get all of Kingdom Hearts on one platform. You know, back then people they weren't going to be able to buy a PSP. You know, they already had a PS2. Their mama was not buying them a PSP or a DS, you know, or they only had a DS and their mama was not buying them a PS2, you know, so they just had to play that and hope they can understand it. You know, that's where it comes from. But Kingdom Hearts is not complicated. It is complex though, because there are a lot of complex story executions and stuff, but as long as you're paying attention like you should any RPG, it will make sense. You know, as long as you play all the games and don't skip them and pay attention to the story, you will understand. Yeah, I mean, I've played the Kingdom Hearts games too many freaking times. So yeah, I mean, maybe that doesn't come off as right when I say it because, oh, well, you've played these games a bunch of times, so you saying it's not complicated, you know, doesn't hold weight. But I also had to play these for the first time before. You know, we've all played them for the first time before, and I understood what was happening, you know, and the executions of how they did things my first time through because I paid attention as I played the games. KH2 is the best PlayStation game ever made. It's one of the best. KH2 is not my favorite PS2 game or my favorite PlayStation game, but it's definitely Kingdom Hearts 2 is one of the greatest action games ever made. Even if you're not into Kingdom Hearts, if you played Kingdom Hearts 2 to the end, you would probably agree. You would probably agree. There are very, very few action games, action RPGs that are executed as well as Kingdom Hearts 2. Now, Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. That's what I was playing. Well, I technically played Going Commando more than Up Your Arsenal, but I love both of those games. I love, obviously, I love Going Commando though, because I loved how much platforming it was. Going Commando was exactly what I wanted from the sequel. You know, it had a lot of the different kinds of gameplay styles, the Clank segment, it had the racing, the starship missions, it had everything. It had tons of platforming, it had tons of action, it had everything I liked. Then Up Your Arsenal kind of dials back with a lot of the optional stuff, like there's no starship missions or anything in there, and there's only like one Clank mission I think in that game, you know, and it's like, but the action was even better. You know, like if you like the moment to moment shooting and going, then you like Up Your Arsenal a lot. Also, Dr. Nefarious, bro. Lawrence, bro. I was playing them joints, bro. I love Dr. Nefarious, bro. That's like this dude is the kind of villain that he will literally deliver his evil speeches to people with sign language on screen, so his evil plans don't even fall on deaf ears. That is crazy to me. That is nuts, bro. Ball knowledge, bro. Ratchet and Clank is like one of my favorite kind of games to play back then, bro. I still love Ratchet and Clank today. I'm playing through it on my Thor right now, bro. Like I love Ratchet and Clank, dude. After playing FF10, I can't get in my head around Riku and KH not being that sassy girl. Yeah, I mean, it's the same way. I mean, Cloud and Squall are not exactly the most accurate depictions of them in Kingdom Hearts, because it's not really the point. They're more so their early game versions of them, because the way Squall acts at the end of FF8 is not how he acts in KH at all. And I don't think Squall would be the type of person to change his name for the reason he does in Kingdom Hearts. I don't think he would do that. But it's not really about that in the end. I do think that if we're gonna get KH4, if we do get Final Fantasy characters in the game again, because there are a lot of them were missing KH3 outside of the DLC. If we got more, the people I think that would help the story, I won't spoil the story for Kingdom Hearts, but there's a certain theme based off the ending of KH3, and with Coco being a world in the game, and with Hades being there, I think we can kind of guess what somewhat the theme of KH4 is going to be. And I think some of the ones you meet, if we had to meet any Final Fantasy character that relates to those themes the most, I would probably say Zidane from Final Fantasy 9. I would actually pick Celeste from Final Fantasy 6 specifically, and not Terra. And I would probably say Clive from Final Fantasy 16. They're probably the ones I would say the most could probably relate and like have, or their existence and their presence in the game would probably aid Sora narratively the most, I feel. Yeah, I don't know if they're doing all Pixar. It would be neat if they did that though, you know, but they already had a Pixar world in the first game. But like if they're like, oh, because Sora's like in a different place now, a different reality, you know, maybe he's only doing Pixar worlds. But I'm pretty sure they're doing Elemental. It's either Elemental or Moana based off the Keyblade, but I'm pretty sure it's Elemental. I think I'm hoping they do that. I'm hoping they would do that. I don't actually know if they're going to do that, because I am of the opinion that Kingdom Hearts doesn't need to rely on Final Fantasy to be there. But in my opinion, their presence has always made the game better, you know, despite the games not being worse without them. It's kind of like the cherry on top, you know, of a dessert. I don't need the cherry, and it's perfectly fine. Could be 10 out of 10 without it, you know, but like now it's a 10.5, you know, but after a 10 out of 10, that's already broken the scale, you know. I really hope there's no backtracking. I can't stand the backtracking, and it is the biggest reason why I don't like to replay KH2 as much. I know that's a hot take. I personally just really don't like us revisiting worlds in KH2. Like, I just saw these dudes, bro. Why am I coming back to Mulan's world? Why? I was just here. I was here earlier in this game. Why am I coming back? Why am I coming back? What's the most beloved Final Fantasy appearance in KH? Zack? Probably Cloud or Squall. Probably Cloud or Squall. Bro, I just saw on Instagram people telling me to watch Coco, bro. I'm like, dang, dude, they're telling me on everything to do that, bro. Game feels too short. I love that the game is short, because that means it's going to be easier to replay. Yeah, I mean, you meet Squall first. He's the first Final Fantasy character you meet. Well, that's a lie. Technically, you see Thedas, Waka, as well, and Selphie on Destiny Islands. And unfortunately, they can never show up again. I think at this point they can be grown up, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Coco, that's for sure. Maybe I'll watch that today. Oh crap! All right, let's get into the DLC. We wasting time. We wasting time. But I'm glad to know that we got KH fans in the chat, because KH4 will be streamed when that comes out. Maybe I'll continue my everything to know about Kingdom Hearts series that I was doing a series for.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
Yo, for real?
That would be a fascinating discovery.
Inquisitor Ameridan stepped down shortly before the
Ameridan
Navarran brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
This is a good cause.
If the last Inquisitor has been missing for 800 years, it's only fitting that today's Inquisition helped find him.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Ameridan was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of HAKKON. There's also an
Jaws
Avar
of
horde to the
HAKKON.
east. Unlike the Jaws of HAKKON, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of HAKKON.
I thought it was
Hostile Avar who
HAKKON.
attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakkonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
I should go.
Safe travels.
I'm pretty sure I tinted that. Yeah, everybody's got some new stuff. Obviously I don't like my armor as much as the coat, of course, but there's not much I can do about it, so not much I can do about it. Oh crap. No. They should all have their wait, but I swore I did this already. So I actually encountered a bug. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I encountered a bug when I was doing this. Let me actually do a save. So I encountered a bug when I was doing this, and when I was grinding off screen, and for some reason I could not do their points. Every time I would, it would just undo itself, and I couldn't save it, or would waste points on something else. I don't know why I was doing that. Seems like it's fine now, but I had to restart my game a couple of times because it kept happening. Every tick that strikes you while walking forward increases your guard. All damage you take while walking forward is converted into focus. Let's do that. Guard. Yeah, I didn't want any more for that. Lightning bolt. I wouldn't mind chain lightning though. Oh yeah, I got this. This time, oh, ice armor. Reduces all the damage you take. Efficacy, draw on the cold imaginary to protect you from attacks. Standing near a frozen enemy. I kind of don't want to do that. Let's just do frost mastery. No, it wasn't that, because after I restarted my game, and what I was doing was when I chose to be that person and then I did it, then it worked. And then, but then it stopped happening. Like just now, I switched to Cassandra, but I didn't switch to Blackwall and Solus, and they still got their level ups and stuff. I don't know what was happening before, but it seems to be fine now. I guess it's this way. Huh. Well, let's talk with him. Grab! Lady Harding, I could use the opinion of an expert, though impressive. The victory outlined on the mark page could not have been achieved as stated. Bram Kenrick, sure it could if you had enough apples. Hello, talking to you again, even though we just talked.
I mean, Scout Harding has an impressive team, Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
Harding's a good scout.
If you need something tracked, Scout Harding is your woman.
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable.
Yeah, I could see them pairing well.
Pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
I get it, because in Dragon Age Origins I had this skill for rogue that kind of makes me kind of invisible and misty and stuff like that, and when you still have it on for cutscenes, it was very odd and very annoying. And those of you guys that saw the Origin series, you probably already know that. Tell me what you found.
What do you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
I'll investigate it.
I'll find a way to that island.
I don't need to talk. I need to go out there and see for myself.
I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her. May I help you, Inquisitor?
Goodbye.
I'll speak with you later.
Don't think you played the DLC? Really? I'm surprised some of y'all have been playing this game so long. I'm surprised some of you guys haven't played the DLC. Back here. Difficulty spike here. You should be good, but got my behind handed to me. Dang. Well, we've got everybody's got new equipment and stuff. I couldn't get tier 4 for everybody and stuff, but most people have some decent armor and stuff and weapons now, so I'm not too worried. Yeah. DLC usually isn't included on a disc unless it's like the Game of the Year edition for a game. Give me what's in this chest. Oh, hey, I just realized it didn't do the bug. It's been doing it for a while, but when I press F to do that, it would do that, but not here. Let's actually see what's over on this side. Few rifts are as well. Let's just look what's over here. Oh, you cannot leave during combat. Oh, that's a way out. Okay, never mind. I thought there might be something over there. This is not. It's beautiful though. I love the water. This is a good era for water. I do think the GameCube era for water was better, but like this is pretty good too. I love me a good video game beach after all. Silverite. 8 silverite. Shit. Shh. That's tier 3. Everite. 8 Everite. Shit. Shh. What is that? Oh. Almost thought it was a baby bear. A Tusket. Level 20 Tusket is nuts, by the way.
That must be the island Professor Kenrick mentioned.
We'll need to find a way out there.
Wait, where? Oh, that one over there? Maybe I can go this way. does the armor insinuate your character's butt? I think that's a thing on it. Bro's still rocking the pancake, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, bro. Why are these guys over here? Let's run. Run, 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 run. Don't fight them. Don't fight them. Don't. Ice giant? I said we fight him. Uh-oh. Oh! Immune. Oh my gosh, we're doing nothing to this guy. Oh shoot. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Or I didn't even do the animation. I just saw that. Because I'm chilled. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh crap. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we can beat this guy. We can. Oh my gosh. Ooh, wait, who died where? Who died where? Can I get you up? Oh no, Cassandra. Oh crap. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I can't get her up just yet. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why did we just start getting washed so bad? Hold up. Use this. Okay. Okay. Now do we have enough magic? We should have enough magic. Oh my gosh. Nice. We did it, but barely, like literally barely. We had to use, do you see how many heals we had to use, bro? Oh my gosh. We already got I better find another camp before I find somebody, bro, because this is nuts. This is nuts. The thing is, I think our damage is fine. It's just tough. Sometimes it's a challenge for a reason. Sometimes dudes are they're just tough. Because they have exactly what they need. They have exactly what they need. The only difference from this area to the stuff we've been fighting is that these guys are level 20. Ooh, actually, we might actually go back over here. Let's set that as the active and try to make our way there. Let's try to make. Yeah, like, cause we like this is exactly why I wanted to bring Blackwall and Cassandra, because if I had Iron Bull with me, bro, I would be regretting everything right now. Again, he's strong, but like, buddy, we need more than strength here. I need a shield. and both of these guys, you know, really, they're able to persist with a lot of guard. I even have got them something that every time they take damage, they get a few little bits of guard, which is nice. Obviously, it's not going to always be enough. Okay. There we go. Yeah, at least level 20. I could have gone farther, and I almost decided to grind to like level 21, but I just was so tired, man. You see how it does that? It keeps bugging out and saying, you know, like that it's locked, but as soon as I hover over it, it's not there. See? Did anybody else use their crap? I don't think they did. I wasn't controlling them to do that, and I didn't do tactics for it, so good. We needed that. We did need that. I wouldn't actually mind going to the other one either. There should be one right across from us, right? I'm going to avoid that rift as well for now. Wyvern right there. All right, how can I avoid this properly? Well, I should go this way. Oh my goodness. There is no easy way around this. There is no easy way around this. Yeah, it's not actually removing the potions. Oh, let us go this way. Oh crap. This way, go this way.
Be prepared. There's no telling what trouble we'll find down here.
Wait, what? Where am I? Hello. This is a beautiful area, bro. Like, this is a beautiful area. This is probably the prettiest area in the game so far to me.
Solas, I am sorry about you, friend.
Thank you.
I heard this before.
Demons and spirits were similar, but I did not know one could become the other so easily.
Not similar, Seeker. The same. The Chantry sees black and white, but nature is, and always has been, grey. A spirit is a purpose. A demon is that purpose perverted.
That might be true with the spirit of compassion, but what is the purpose of a hunger demon?
Survival. Satiation. The pleasure of taste, of feeding. True hunger, however, is much darker. Think of all those who starve in this world. Mankind has itself to blame for the existence of demons.
So it's definitely down there. I might just have to take the fall damage, bro. Nice. Yes, I did win the fight. It was hard fought, however. Oh, dude, I'm really stiff right now. Pause. I know that sounds crazy, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Holding back Frostback Basin. What's the name of the main story of there? They gave us so many things. Find Colette. There's so many things. What's the main story? I guess it's the Avar Hold. Fight with the Inquisition against the Jaws. Oh, well, this is probably it. This is probably the main one. Appreciate that. Cool street. How close is Colette? Oh, she's right nearby us. Wait, no, we're over here, but she's right nearby where we were. Okay, cool. She's probably right over there, right? No, she's over here. She should be right. Why do I keep hearing talking? I heard that before and didn't say anything, but Whoa, this is cool. Dang, and she's in here? Sheesh. Of our allies folds into the main story too.
Over there. She'll be overwhelmed.
Dang! Sundered. Nice. You're okay. You're okay.
Dead. Still standing. That's...
Where are you? Oh, there. Hey.
Inquisitor. Still finding it difficult to breathe, but I'm not strewn across the landscape, so thank you. I'm Colette, Professor Kenrick's research assistant. I was hoping to conduct a survey of a Tevinter ruin in the hills. I may not have chosen the best route.
You study with Kenrick?
You're Kenrick's research assistant, so that makes you a student at the University of Orlais?
It does? Why?
If I've said something wrong,
I'm sorry. That's usually asked with skepticism. The university accepts those worthy of admission, though elven students are few.
Do you like it?
how do you find it there?
It's not easy, but this is what I want. And I like working for Professor Kenrick. Elven research students, where publications concerned, their work's often deemed not substantial enough for formal credit. But Kenrick cares about people who want to learn. If our research finds an audience, I know my name will be included.
What were you hoping to find at the ruin?
The Tevinter's time here was brief, but their architecture endured, offering shelter, forming landmarks.
But what is going on in the chat?
Encountered these structures, which certainly predate Inquisitor Emeridan. Evaluating the ruins could offer insight into the region's history, once I can get set up.
You're still going there?
I've read everything we have on Emeridan, and studied up on new excavation techniques. I won't waste this opportunity. If you've a map, I can show you my destination, if you'd be interested in the findings.
Stay safe.
I will.
Meet her at the Tevinter ruins, okay. I wonder if this one leads into anything as well. You hear that weird talking when you're near a group of hostile Avar. You can hear similar background talking when you're approaching groups of Venatori in other areas, but it's louder here. I know y'all not arguing about what game's more tactical, bro. That's just kind of up to people to decide. Like I can say realistically, Pokemon is more tactical than anything Dragon Age could ever hope to do, and there will be people here that disagree with me. Remember that talk I had about needing everybody to understand my perspective and why, etc. You know, to basically convince them about what I'm saying about it being right. You need, sounds like some of y'all need to go through that character arc where you just realize, you know, maybe I don't need to do that. You don't need to convince people that you're right, especially not in a YouTube comment section, because at the end of the day, high key, most people don't care enough to argue about it. And that is high key where I fall a lot of times. Though, to add a little bit of spice take to things, I do have an opinion about what game is more tactical, but what I think doesn't really matter. Even though I'm sure there are some who might be curious. Bro, can I get up there, bro? Hold up. Ah, made it happen. Made it happen. There they are, hostile of our. Oh, they saw us.
There! It's the Lowlanders!
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to his hold for HAKKON's glory!
Where are you at? Oh,
Help that
One down!
it's my kill. You not gonna do it? Nice.
A unique animal, certainly unlike others in the base. It often travels with the veil as thin. Many creatures avoid such places.
I couldn't see where he's at. Where is he at?
Down you go!
Ugh.
These jaws of Hakkon demanded your death. What do they have against us?
Perhaps the friendlier Avar.
I will remember this when it is over.
This war? The Inquisition?
The people. How you fought against the tide. It is courageous.
I just thought about something that I probably shouldn't have thought about. But like, if this takes place after the main story, which I don't think it does, because if you could play it whenever you want, you know, after I guess you get to Skyhold, I guess, then Solus being here would mean he doesn't betray us at the end, you know. But I don't want to think about that. That's not enough to convince me. You guys know this, how I think by this point. Not exactly harder. Well, that kind of depends on how you're choosing to play Pokemon, though. If I'm choosing to do a Nuzlocke of Pokemon, the average Nuzlocke of a Pokemon game is more strategic and tactical than any Dragon Age game, in my opinion. And you could say, oh well, KingdomAce, you're not playing on the hardest difficulty, so you kind of can't claim that. But I don't think that matters. You know, I've seen like the hardest difficulties for the other Dragon Age games at this point, you know, watching in my own time on YouTube and stuff, even for this game with fights and stuff like that, you know. So like I've seen what it's like, and I don't think anybody can say that I'm afraid of a hard challenge on this channel, you know. Games like The Witcher 3, I played on the hardest difficulty with enemy upscaling, making every single enemy in the game able to two-shot me the entire game. Like I played that to the extent where people were mad that I was playing on that hard of a setting. Like I know a thing or two about difficulty and tactics. You know, I also played Final Fantasy Tactics, which is probably the most tactical game I've played on this channel. Again, play Final Fantasy Tactics if you haven't already. The story will blow your freaking mind, and the gameplay is nuts, bro. The gameplay is nuts. But some of y'all are talking from a perspective of tactics when it comes to an action game, and when from what I've seen, based off what y'all have told me, a lot of y'all haven't even actually played a lot of tactics games. A lot of y'all don't even play strategy RPGs, so a lot of your perspectives are skewed based on that, you know. Again, this isn't saying everybody in the chat's like that, you know, but it's just something I've gathered from you guys talking to me. Oh, he killed me really quick. I didn't even realize what happened to me. I don't know why, but it's kind of hard to see enemies sometimes on this map. Maybe it's the darker lighting or something. Hold up, he didn't auto get back up. That means somebody's still alive. Wait, who's still alive? Oh. What? That was weird. You can say that, but you also have to think about the timing of that. You know, most of the mages, when those things happen to them, happens at the end of the games. And what happened with like Zevran and Isabella wasn't like flat out the end. Like there was like even after that, what happened in Dragon Age 2 happened after, you know, the Isabella thing, you know? So I think there's still reason to believe that with mages over anything else. Again, this isn't me saying Dragon Age Inquisition isn't tactical. It is, you know, and I'm sure on even the hardest difficulty, it's even more tactical. But that still doesn't change things, because inherently there are a lot of elements that are out of your control. Like, again, Dragon Age Inquisition is a tactical game. And again, like I said, I'm sure even on Nightmare, it's even more tactical. But an RPG that doesn't let me inherently manipulate my own stats, you know, it can only be so tactical. Like I need a game that's tactical to the point where if I allocate my stats wrong, then like I'm cooked, kind of thing, you know? And again, you can manipulate that kind of thing in Inquisition, but we're not going to sit here and act like the way Inquisition does it didn't just flat out make, you know, take the part of the character building aspect of the other games and lessen it, because that's literally what they did. Like, that's not an opinion. That's literally what they did. And again, that's not always a bad thing. Like, most RPGs don't let you allocate your own stat points. You know, like I know that's a thing we love to point out for, you know, bigger games and stuff like that, like Baldur's Gate 3 and such. Maybe we actually should go this way. We should actually go the way I did and go around. But you know, because again, I'm not mad at that. Like Final Fantasy VIII is so tactical and strategic that I quite literally have to junction my stats myself. You know, like how much HP I have, how much damage I can do, quite literally is determined by that. Because the entire game scales with you, the entire game gets harder every time you level up, you know? And in that game, even if I'm at the end of the game, if I were to junction, say fire into my strength stat, even at the end of the game, I wouldn't be able to beat it, because it's because of what I chose to do, you know? It's how I built the character. But if I were to go and junction meteor to my strength stat, then now I can probably beat the game with ease. But because, you know, it's not always easy to junction enough, like maybe one fire, you know, isn't that great, but maybe 99 fires can still outweigh, you know, one meteor being junctioned into my strength. You know, it's all about what you put in for it. Yeah, obviously strategy, you know, it just depends, you know, like for some people there's strategy in, you know, the Souls games and stuff like that. And the strategy just comes from knowing when to dodge, when to parry, you know, what the frames are like. That's important to know. It all just depends, you know, like, but I'm also not going to sit here and act like Dragon Age Inquisition is more tactical than Fire Emblem. Let's not do that. Fire Emblem is a strategy RPG. Everything matters for every single character, every single thing. You know, you have, when you choose to attack, you have percentages in terms of what it'll do. You know, it's everything. Again, these are action games. At the end of the day, action games put more stakes into their action themselves, or even their RPG mechanics, than actual tactical, you know, execution. And that's even true for Dragon Age Origins, which I do think is actually the most tactical game in the series, but still. Yeah, obviously, like, you know, if we're just talking about Dragon Age itself, you know, that's a different story. You know, most Dragon Age dudes they're not racing to go play Fire Emblem, bro, because that's too tactical. You know, like, I'm good with Dragon Age, you know, and that's fine. But I would actually still say that Kingdom Hearts is probably more tactical than Dragon Age. but that's just because the application of what you do, you know, it relies so much more on how you choose to go about it. It might not seem that way, especially somebody who hasn't played it a million times and stuff like that. But when you're able, Kingdom Hearts is so tactical that you are actually able to fully beat Kingdom Hearts level 1 on the hardest difficulty. Like when you watch people play Kingdom Hearts 2 level 1 crit, you will see another world of action gaming, bro. Like that's all skill, bro. Like it's all skill. You don't have the stats to deal with anything in that game. You know, if you don't have like Leaf Racer or Second Chance and Once More as abilities equipped, you will die in one hit to every boss in the game from beginning to end. You just will, you know. That's why the abilities and stuff you gain, you know, from doing the story and stuff matter so much, and how you choose to, you know, do that just makes a big difference.
Cassandra.
Seeker Cassandra, if you must address me.
I heard this already.
Seeker Cassandra.
But I would rather you not address me at all.
What happened to it's never too late to become more than what you are?
A man who truly
would
aspired to be
lie.
righteous would not lie. He would earn respect, not steal the respect due another.
That means soon afterwards we might have the one where Solus is being mean to Blackwall because of what happened, and then later on Solus is like, I'm sorry Blackwall, I didn't mean to do that. I heard all that, but I heard all that off screen, so I'm kind of surprised he's doing it again. No, I think I agree and disagree, but I agree in the sense to where obviously they're different games, you know, so it's hard to compare them, but I believe it's hard to compare them, not pointless. If, like, for me, for example, I'm an RPG guy and I cover a lot of RPGs on the channel, so we're obviously going to get into some overlap throughout these games. You know, I played a lot of Dragon Age, I played Cyberpunk, I've played Skyrim, you know, I played Final Fantasy, I played a lot of different stuff on the channel. So for the sake of conversation during these streams and even for video topics and stuff, it makes sense to compare these things, because if somebody wants to play a game, they want to play an action RPG, but they want the action RPG to have a good deal of tactics involved, then I need to be able to think this out and be able to express what is what does what better than the other, and which one I would recommend for this particular person, you know. So maybe, you know, from a casual standpoint, you know, comparing doesn't matter, but me as a creator, you know, and I get asked kind of questions all the time, and I'm constantly trying to get people to get into new things, you know, especially as I get into new things, it makes sense to do that. Bro, he's killing me in one hit. I was trying to use the other move.
I'm falling back. One down.
I'm pressing the wrong buttons, bro. There we go. If you're careless during the fights in this DLC, you just die. Like, if you are careless, you just die. Okay, so we can actually try to go around, right? Is there a way to go up this? Oh, there is. I see it. Think these guys are friendly? They are. That wasn't the archer. Okay, how's that not a logging stand? I have no idea, bro. I'm honestly shocked sometimes, because I brought that up before and I'm like, dude, how is this not a logging stand? Do I go up here, I wonder? Where am I going? I think I can continue going up here, then go around. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, having a good time playing is obviously the most important thing. You know, some things won't be for everybody. And some people, for example, they don't like strategy games, bro. Like, I want some more friends to play Fire Emblem or Final Fantasy Tactics, but that just high key ain't for some people. And it's not necessarily because, you know, they don't like difficulty. It's just, that's just not what they're into. Well, one, we can actually probably get this. Let's do that. Look at Baldur's Gate 3. I've had a lot of dudes comment on that series being like, bro, this game seems like right up my alley, but I don't like turn-based games, and I don't like that it has like the tactical style camera, you know. They would prefer like a regular like Sony slop kind of camera angle. And that, me saying that, that's not me trying to be mean. That's just what I call that camera angle. Huh.
That didn't work.
What's up, Josie? I get it. I think most people here just want to be here for a good time. You know, we don't argue very often in my chats, so I'm not too worried about it. We have disagreements and stuff at times, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It always is. Well, you haven't missed much, Josie. We did start the Jaws of HAKKON. That's what they called it? I don't know how to get to this place. I don't know how to get there. I think I gotta jump down. I might be willing to take the fall damage here. Oh, I didn't actually take any fall damage. Oh, there is a path here.
Perhaps if I made an attempt.
Yes, Solus. Let's go. VOD Watcher here. It drives me bonkers. No one told you that when creating your Inquisitor, you can be a red mage of swords and magic in this game. Is there any chance you play this game again? Yeah, I'd play it again. Probably not anytime soon. This is a long behind game, you know? But yeah, I'd play it again. Did you finish Colin's quest yet? So yes and no. Yes, as in I did most of what I had to do. No, as in I didn't do the rest of it before starting this. I was going to, but I really wanted to start it. I don't mind beating this DLC before finishing Cullen's quest though. He's the last one, you know, and it's not gonna, you know, it won't be that big a deal. Crap. Here, give me that. Yeah, I know about like the melee mage because that's what I have set up on Vivian. Whoa. So wait, the camp is probably right down here, I think. Camp should be like right down here. I mean, I would prefer a higher elevation. Oh, it actually might be higher elevation. Right here? Oh, I see him. Bro, where's my camp? Is the camp really up top? Oh, crap, they did see us. All right. Got him. That shatter is crazy. Bro, you know what game I've been missing recently that you probably wouldn't expect? Freaking Mass Effect Andromeda. I've been thinking about it a lot recently. I'm like, dude, I kind of want to go back. The problem is I don't want to be disingenuous and act like I'm like loving everything that's happening in that game. And I feel like playing the game that way would just annoy the people who do love that game. So when I kind of feel like actually like locking in with the story and characters and stuff, that's when I'd probably go back. The gameplay is just so much fun. It makes me want to play it, you know? There it is. I lost some Dragon Age players to Genshin. I recommended your video so they can come back. I'm so sorry about that because like no human should subject themselves to playing Genshin Impact. I say this as a dude who made a lot of Genshin Impact videos. The potion thing's all the way over here. I would prefer a higher advantage. You're right. I did say that. I appreciate you recommending the videos to people. I appreciate that. What's your favorite playstyle, Ace? I've seen you play daggers, rogues, swords, and sorcery characters, mages, etc. What do you prefer to play? If we're talking Dragon Age specifically, I do prefer the rogue, the dagger rogue style characters. I do really like how fast warriors attacked, though, in Dragon Age 2. In everything.
I've wondered,
ooh.
How did you know to approach us, Solas? The breach opened. We
Hold
were
up.
scrambling and barely had time to think. And there you were.
I went to see the breach for myself. I did not know you would be there.
You must not have been far away.
I was not. I'd come to hear of the conclave, but did not want to get close.
Lucky for us then.
I would say one of my favorite gameplay styles is probably the evasion tank style characters. Let's say let's say Dunban from Xenoblade Chronicles as an example. Since Xenoblade Chronicles plays pretty similar to Dragon Age, he is an evasion tank in the sense to where instead of him being a character that's revolving around general defense and being able to have high HP values and, you know, a high defense stat to where he can just really take a hit, his whole thing is that he draws aggro, you know, through like annoyance to enemies in battle. And his speed stat is so high, or his agility stat so high, that the enemies just cannot successfully land attacks on him. So that inherently just works just as well as a tank. Of course, you know, they both work, of course. As somebody who has a ton of HP and can take a hit is somebody you want on your team. Like we have our two shield characters here. You know, but evasion tanks are fun because they attack fast. They usually have more fancy moves and stuff. I had Lloyd Banning set up as an evasion tank throughout those games as well, you know, and it's good because he can power up himself. You know, it's just nice. I like a character who can buff himself, you know, but there's still some inherent risk, you know, to where maybe after he buffs himself, he has a short period of turns or moments where he can't move, you know, or he can't do anything to protect himself. You know, it's risk versus reward, you know. I like that kind of thing. Or maybe even after the buff is done, you have to deal with a temporary debuff. I like that kind of thing because it makes having this strong, you know, buff or something feel worth it. Thoughts on that banter? Suspicious. Oh, that's what that was for. Okay. I was like, wait, what would that do? I thought it was going to lift something else, not us. Brings Mage and Inquisition, Origins Warrior, and Dragon Age 2 Rogue. I didn't get to experience Dragon Age 2 Rogue that much. We still never got back what's her name from the Dragon Age 2 DLC with just throwing the daggers. I know I have like the ability, you know, but I also don't like it like this. I know it affects everybody, but I actually don't like that like this. Bro, why can I not? Hold up. Increasing duration for which their armor is sundered. Yeah, I'm putting it there. Like defensive fighting style in Pathfinder, Kingmaker, and WOTR, creating lower hit chance for higher AC. I'd be okay with that. I think for a tank, that as long as they are able to draw aggro, I think them actually doing damage doesn't matter too much. More often than not, I'm perfectly fine with trading damage. Ryan in Xenoblade Chronicles, I more often than not trade his auto attack damage for greater ether and physical defense. Just that makes the most sense, you know? Again, as long as my tank is drawing aggro. If my tank isn't drawing aggro, then we got a problem. Wait, how do I get up there? I don't understand. Oh, wait. Oh, crap. Does it take us there to where we can go up? Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Yeah, meat shields are all right. I see Ryan I don't make as an evasion tank. You know, he just takes a hit. He just takes a hit, and he may become 2% stupider with each hit, but he wouldn't have it any other way. Because that's still my goat. Ah, here we go. This is looking like the right way. Bring in the meat shield. Whoa, what was that? Like the seams. Yeah, you can see the seams and the geometry. Whoa. And this is probably the prettiest map in the game. Yeah, this map seems to have a bit more verticality.
Came to study.
Claim for the Inquisition. Hello? Hello? Skirt.
So,
What is it?
nothing. Just enjoying the comfortable silence.
Run if you can. Madness has filled it with silence. Do not return to this place. Remember that silence you were just talking about, Blackwall? To she who wins the skein of wisdom, we dedicate this citadel, dragon of mystery. Bestow upon your faithful servants your ineffable truth. Grant us eyes to pierce the darkness and souls to bear the wounds of your labyrinth. Yeah, Emerald Graves is also really, really beautiful too. Yeah, again, it's largely because of the verticality here. You know, something could be right nearby, but it's not actually here, it's up there kind of thing, you know? So you got to find a different way around that leads you up there. I was talking about this with a friend, but this game and like Breath of the Wild and stuff I was comparing, there's a pretty big difference in how they do things. Some games like Skyrim and stuff like that, this game is kind of closer to Skyrim than Breath of the Wild. In Breath of the Wild, when you see a mountain, you climb it. You don't go and look for another way around, because more often than not, most mountains and stuff or high vantage places don't always have a path that leads you up it naturally. You know, in Breath of the Wild, you do just gotta climb that joint. There ain't no other way. But in games like this and Skyrim and etc., you know, they obviously make it to where, you know, you gotta go up in some way.
Inquisitor, you may want to see this. Inquisitor, I was going to send word.
Stop waving that thing around.
This inscription, almost completely faded, but two stood. Felt 60 true before our triumph. A breath in the heart.
I have actually.
And let rest the lowlanders, worthy of the lady's care.
Didn't beat it though.
The markings and surrounding artifacts date to American's time. The references and scripts suggest Avar.
Huh? Was he?
I need to complete a full survey and have Professor Kenrick evaluate the site himself. But this may be a tribute to Heron and Orina, Inquisitor Emeriden's companions.
What can you tell me about Orina?
Orina was an alchemist in Orzammar. It's said she met Emeriden while dealing with a demon, but it's not known why Emeriden was there.
Stabbed me.
In the deep roads, but they were a problem for the Inquisition at the time. Orina knew she could help, so she joined Emeriden.
Was she exiled? Yeah.
If she left Orzammar, that would make her a surfacer.
She turned her back on the stone, though it's said she had few regrets. Some claim she was actually from one of Orzammar's noble families, but who can say? She never used her last name on the surface, and once exiled, the family likely struck her name from personal documents. Professor Kenrick petitioned Orzammar's Shaperate to grant access to their records, but the request was turned down.
What makes you think the inscription refers to Heron and Orina?
Something just happened.
But the age of the markings and surrounding
Something just happened.
match the timeline we've
Hello?
established
The
for
stream?
Emeriden.
Is it good?
I found glass fragments in the clay, several with slight veins of discoloration. Blue,
Uh-oh.
like Templar artifacts.
Templars?
The Templars were a new order in Emeriden's time. Given their small numbers then, few would be found outside the Chantry's reach. It's unusual to find one deep in uncharted territory, unless he traveled here for a purpose, as Heron would have.
Okay, yeah, something definitely did happen. The chat's not updating anymore for YouTube. I can tell because I have the actual chat up and there is more chats here, and the viewer count went away. That's going to be annoying, unfortunately. That's going to be annoying to deal with. I don't know why it did that. Refreshing it doesn't seem to work. Oh crap. Not much I can do about it besides try to keep it up. That's gonna make responding to chats a little more annoying now. So if I miss your messages, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do my best though. I'll have it up.
You don't think the inscription could refer to Emeriden himself?
It's possible, but Emeriden would have been recognized as a leader, which the inscription might have noted out of respect. And a breath in the hunt? Why note that your hunt continues unless your remaining prey was someone important?
What happened here?
An encounter with ancient Avar, and not a friendly one. Emeriden and his companions were outnumbered in an unfamiliar place. If Emeriden's not here, perhaps someone bought him the time needed to keep going?
The Avar paid respect.
If this is the resting place of Heron and Orina, It only remains because the Avar took time to honor them.
Respect for a worthy adversary? It wouldn't be out of place.
What do you know about Heron?
When the Templar Order was first formed, Sir Heron was
She
among
yaps as much as Ace. That's crazy and
most
probably
famous
accurate.
of the original Templars, though he was never one of their leaders.
It's
He's
okay.
better known as one of Inquisitor Ameridan's confidants. They'd known each other since youth.
Friends then.
So they were close. Friends.
When Ameridan was made Inquisitor, Heron's position in his inner circle was assumed. A few ballads about them survive. The type with adventures and happy endings. I don't know if they're true. They remind me of my brothers, though.
What will you do now?
What will you do with this information?
Professor Kenrick will expect detailed notes on the location, stone and clay samples, and any trace artifacts I can find. If Ameridan's history is compiled, this could be worth an entire chapter. I might get credit on the inside cover.
Thank you, Colette.
Inquisitor.
Okay. Neat. Two stood, felled 60 true before our triumph. A breath in the hunt and let rest the lowlanders worthy of lady's care. Inscriptions discovered in Tevinter ruin within Frostback Basin. Not Tevinter in origin, script style, and surrounding symbolism marked text as Avar. Writing not widespread in holds. Place marked by a leader or an augur. Few lowlanders know known to be in the area. Glass in area likely means Templar presence. Long past. Samples prepared for Professor Kenrick's opinion. Thanks, Colette. Appreciate the yap. For now, I think it's best we get on with the other thing. Making of our allies. What mysteries? Let's look again. There's a lot of crap here. Find the Avar hold. Find a way to get to the island. Which would you say is the main one? Finding the way to get to the island feels like it's going to be difficult to come back, but the Jaws of HAKKON, HAKKON or whatever they pronounce it, that feels like the main one. A lot of these are just rifts. Holding back. So I guess we could do this one. Of our allies. Okay, let's do that one. Ooh. Run. Okay, we gotta go inside here, I think. Or no, we could probably go around. Maybe this will lead to it. It looks like it turns. There's a corner to turn. So maybe we'll end up going that way. Yeah, it looks like it. There's a turn this way. Dang.
Tell me, Solas, you met the spirit in the Fade. Could it have been Justinia?
If you are looking for certainty, Cassandra, I cannot help you.
She helped the Inquisitor, as Justinia would have.
Then, spirit or no, her actions were worthy of respect.
I suppose that is all we will ever know.
Whoa, this is beautiful, man. Oh, hello. Hi, stone bear hold, like the armor.
The rams are growing thick coats. It'll be a bad winter.
5, what a time to be alive. Wait, I can't save. Oh, cannot save here. Wait for the climb to finish.
Rat things with frost dripping from their claws.
What is that commotion?
Oh, I heard a dog. Hello. Don't care. And how about you clean up in here, brother? What are we doing in here, man? Clean up. If you're gonna take customers, bro. Wait, walk back, go back down to see the climb. I didn't know what the climb was supposed to be.
Greetings, stranger.
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 Greetings, stranger. One more person say it, see what happens. Dude, I love doing rock climbing, bro. I loved it so much. Cheese wheel on the floor. Boom.
Your climbers seem tired, thanks, son here. Poor hunting. Is your hold beast well?
We hunt as well as ever, Thane Harrison.
You would be safer under the shield of the jaws of HAKKON.
Hask Fisherson has taken victory in sight of the Lady of the Skies. Pav, you owe 4 rams to Hask, not 3.
Ha! Teared his tits.
Wind, lift your oaths to the Lady of the Skies, and hand the rams over come sunrise.
May your people be as strong as your hold beast.
We've
Dang.
heard of your arrival, Lowlanders. Come, share my fire where we might speak.
Hello.
Inquisitor, I am Svara Sunhair, Thane of Stonebear Hold. You have guest welcome here. Few of our people have ever seen a Kunari. It is pleasing not to have to look down while we talk. You and your people have come far from the safety of the lowlands.
We have not come to cause trouble in your home, Thane. We have learned that the last Inquisitor may have died here hundreds of years ago. We seek his body.
Giving peace to the dead is a worthy quest. Any help we can offer is yours. Sadly, the jaws of HAKKON will not offer so warm a welcome. You have met their Thane, Gerd Harrison. I wager you crossed blades with the jaws of HAKKON in the wilderness. If you would search this place for your Inquisitor's body, they will want you to pay in blood.
I'd like to know more about the Jaws of HAKKON.
They are not the first hold to take that name.
Oh, hey, it's the chat started working again.
What would you know of them?
Random.
What do the Jaws of HAKKON believe that makes them so angry?
A wise man
HAKKON
honors
is
each god to its strength. Bjorn Reedbeard for fishing, Rilla of the Fireside for making babies. The HAKKON
Making babies, okay.
HAKKON Winter's Breath, god of war and winter.
God of War.
There is no evil in HAKKON. There are times to fight, but the jaws of HAKKON care for nothing else. They raid, they fight. Eventually they die and their stories are forgotten. It is the way of things.
You said that there were earlier groups known as the Jaws of HAKKON.
Yes. Many ages ago. They thought of nothing but slaughter glory. They attacked the lowlanders. Your people fought back and destroyed them. They were fools.
What can you tell me about the people now calling themselves the Jaws of HAKKON?
They came here a few years ago, after the Blight took their hold. There was land enough for both, so we were friendly. We did not see their anger. Gerd Harrison lost too many in his hold to Darkspawn. He thought only of battle and war. To avenge a wrong is a good
I like her voice actors.
but only a fool lights the world on fire to do it.
I'll speak with you later.
Farewell.
Oh, we completed that quest. Impress the hold. Guess we gotta go and meet people to do so. Approval. I guess with these things, well, do we have, hold on, I want to check the shops a little bit, just a little.
Action is good. Fine work.
Is this where I went in? Who just screamed? Someone okay? Can I F5 here now?
Stranger.
I can. Hello? Why are they standing outside like that? You can buy that, and you can infinitely buy elf fruit. Nice. Love to see it. It's Yard Greyjoys. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I got no idea how I'm supposed to impress these guys, though. Y'all are not Dalish. Well, where are they getting this stuff from? That's my question. Does it really grow over here? I guess they just have their own individual quests. Does that mean you just have to basically do random quests? Ugh, what do you got going on in here?
So he arrives. Don't throng. Behold, worthy ones, the man who blazes like fire and mends the air.
What is this?
It's safe. They mean no harm.
I am the Ogre of Stonebear Hold. I greet you, as do our gods and the gods of our ancestors.
Ugh.
Now come, be welcome. I'd hear news of the north.
I have questions.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
I assume augur is another word for mage.
I am a mage. Yet not all mages are augurs. I give counsel to other mages and the Thane. In turn, an augur takes counsel from the gods and shares it with the Hold. I make their will known to us, and ours to them.
So you're an ambassador to the local spirits.
Some have wisdom, for those willing to listen.
They protect the Hold. They help drive off spirits who've gone bad with rage or gloom. The gods live with us. Ignore their offerings, offer them nothing, and it weakens us all.
I've heard enough to realize that when you say gods, you mean spirits. Why do you pray to them?
We offer to them. We don't pray like the lowlanders to a creator they think will weather all the ages.
Do you actually think they're divine beings? Something more than magic?
The spirits watched us even before we came from the north. They shaped themselves into our gods, and we grew to love them. Their secret gift is this, Inquisitor. They reflect us as water does the sky. They show us what we wish to be. That image gives us strength. For that, we thank the gods.
I should be off.
Farewell.
Farewell. I didn't expect them to freaking quest lock me here. Can I climb up that rock wall? Don't say that to my face again, or else. Dude, I have an eyelash stuck in my eye. I'm doing all right. I'm just very tired. I went to sleep early last night because I was tired, but then like at the same time I ended up waking up at like 1 a.m. and then I stayed up till like 5 something, and then I woke up early today to work on stuff with family.
I miss our sparring matches, Seeker, Cassandra. You were a worthy opponent.
I have other duties. Why not ask Iron Bull? He's always willing to hit something.
I don't much fancy a concussion.
Have you played Persona 3 Original and Reload? If so, which do you like better? I have played both, and I do prefer Reload. The easiest way to say is I like more game mechanics, and I'll always prefer to directly be able to control my party members, which before Reload, the only way you could do that was if you were playing Persona 3 Portable. I don't need to explain why Persona 3 Portable is not the ideal way to experience Persona 3. So yeah, that's one of the biggest reasons. I do think Persona 3 Reload, unless you're playing on the hardest difficulty, is really freaking easy. Maybe not Persona 5 easy, but still. Does this leave like the actual place? Looks like it does. Huh. No. Technically that does exist, yeah. But I mean, it's based off of like actual like mythology, based off of various different mythologies. But yes, since that is a mythological creature, yes, it also does exist in Persona.
Greetings, stranger.
But they have a lot of different various mythological creatures and stuff in that series, so you'll probably see some you'll see. You're talking about Mara.
You're the Inquisitor. I hear your people already sing songs of you.
How are you so well informed?
Oh, Helstim soaks up gossip when he goes trading. He just returned from the lowlands. I'm Fulna Hethstotten, keeper of histories, and Skald to the hold.
Is Skald like a bard?
I've never met a Skald. Is that anything like a bard?
I suppose. Every hold has someone who sings its songs. Doesn't yours?
Fair enough.
We keep the old songs and histories, the oaths and the legend marks.
I don't know why, but YouTube's doing this thing where it tries to auto-translate comments. And the chariot that Callum said in the chat, for some reason I can see what you said on my OBS, but on the YouTube chat it says breath of the chariot. That is not what you that's not what you said. That's not what you said.
I understood all of that except legend mark.
The Skald before me was born Gulda Elsdotten. She crafted a great new tale for the hold. It pleased the spirits. After that, we called her
Breath of the Wild got a new meeting.
So they're
You're right.
titles, honorifics.
Shout out to Jaden XV. Subscribe.
My father was Heth
Or else.
Hillshead. He'd never let go of a quarrel.
Can you choose your own? That's a neat kind of thing though.
Only if I wanted to be scorned as a child. I've only been a Skald a few years. I've not made any great feats, good or ill, yet.
See ya.
Good journeys.
All right, well, maybe I'll. Oh, what's that? What's over there? I kind of want to fight some of the hard enemies and stuff again, because the enemies in this DLC are kind of nutty. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, what are we doing in here? What's going on here, bro? What are we doing in here?
Inquisitor. Though I fear I've time for little more than a greeting. I must prepare these souls for their greater journey, particularly those who depart without the reverence due. Their way is often hardest.
Ah, so like Xenoblade 3 or Final Fantasy X. I see.
I'm not familiar with Avar funerals. May I ask what proper rites entail?
When the time comes, we are given sky burials. For most, the body is laid out and prayers given. When the birds come, they carry the soul to the Lady of the Skies. The body, unneeded, is gone.
For most?
Some souls, such as Colden's, are chosen to return. The augur reads the signs at birth. It is a rare honor. In order to return, an offering is made to Korth the Mountain Father and buried beneath the body. A piece of the soul thus remains, allowing the rest to return to this world and be reborn.
Is there a problem?
Will someone not be given proper rites?
Calden Enverson is one of the few whose soul may return. Bloodkin must make an offering to the Huntmaster, who prepares it. Or so it should be. Calden's son, Finn, has failed in this duty, but then there's you.
Me?
You're a guest of our hold. A gift from you cannot be refused. Even an offering for Golden. I cannot dictate the nature of a gift, but if my suggestion appeals to you, speak to the Huntmaster.
I should be off.
Lady keep you.
Speak with Kalden's son. Okay. Where is Kalden's son? Jason. Father's name. So that one. Right here. Climb, boy, climb. Still not used to myself being in this new outfit, but
The traps were empty.
Is someone poaching? Can't be.
neat. Yeah, that joint is not stronger than my new It's Over. How do I get out of here? How do I? No, this is not the way to go. I gotta go down. Let me teleport here. Which I can't. Teleport here. And then we take the road. Dang. Sorry to interrupt, guys.
Why do they dress like that?
Why do they dress like that? Why do you dress like that? Oh, okay. I think it's this road I have to take. Where do I go? Wish I could zoom in more. I guess I go this way. Isn't this where I just was?
Then it should.
This is exactly where I just was, bruh. Maybe I gotta go up. No, it's here. I do think I gotta go up. Exploring this place is like, whew, make you sweat.
Greetings, stranger.
Bro, if you say that to me one more time, bro. Oh, is Finn the son? I guess so. F5.
Inquisitor, I'm honored by your visit. I'm Finn Coldenson. Forgive me if I don't stand to greet you properly.
You're injured.
How were you injured?
A storm blew up a few months back. It's the worst we've seen in a while. I was helping to secure the fishing boat. Einar nearly fell in. I caught him, but the current caught me. My leg got crushed against the rocks. It hasn't set properly.
Can't complete the rites.
I know about your father's burial and the offering.
I tried. I dragged myself out of this cursed bed, but the pain... I collapsed. The Huntmaster found me and dragged me back. Said we didn't need another dead man.
I'll find the offering.
I'm told I can make the offering as a gift for the hold. I'll try to do so for your father.
He won't be my father much longer.
What do you mean?
I can't make the offering. When the sky burial's complete, I'll lose the right to bear my father's name. Whether or not he's my father, I still love him. I would not see his soul severed from the earth, if it's meant to return. If you can make a gift of the offering, there's no way I could repay you.
I'll let you rest.
Lady keep you.
I mean, it's not really his fault, you know?
Inquisitor, you've need of a hunter, or you're just wandering? Now you lowlanders see many holds, but I'll tell you, there are none finer.
You're a hunter.
I assume you go hunting yourself.
Of course I do. Who says otherwise?
No one.
I lead our hunts, Inquisitor. My leg aches. One eye can't see in the dark, and I bring more meat than anyone in the hold. goat's piss do I hunt?
Didn't mean to offend.
I apologize. I was just curious.
Suppose you can't help Lowlander's manners.
I spoke to the woman preparing bodies for funeral. She said I might make an offering for Kaldon.
How would... as a gift? Sly woman. In that case, I'll accept an offering from the hand that gives it. Tradition says the offering's made to Koth. Only creatures who touch the god's realm will do. I'll mark where some were last spotted. It'd be an unmatched gift, Lowlander. I still pity Kaldon's son, though, losing his father's name.
Dude, my hand is like making streaming right now. Very frustrating. Kind of shocked it's hurting the way it is right now. Oh, well, we already beat one, so we just need to beat some others. Dang, they want us to go far. That one's especially far. Well, this one isn't too far. Actually, it might be easier just to go to this one and then go that way. Harding. Good to see you, Harding. But at least we get to fight, even though I'm about to skip that other thing. We gotta go this way. I can't imagine playing this game without the sprint, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I cannot imagine doing it. I don't want to imagine that. Ugh. I assume that's one of the ones I gotta beat. I did not think it would lead us on such an elevated thing. Yeah, I'll grab him. Oh my gosh, that's such little damage, bro. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Paralyzed. Oh shoot, they status affecting me. Here, use one of those. So black wall is fine, bro. Dang. Oh my gosh, this thing is tough. Poisoned. Dude, my fingers are pressing all the wrong buttons right now. Who the freak is that guy? What? What? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Dude, I don't know what's going on with me today, man. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. So why would we need that? I don't think we need that, but I mean, I'll take it for a bit. Oh, I thought he said Sarah like Sarah's here. But no, like, was that like the Dragon Age 2 Sura kind of thing? Bully Ace? Wait, how did I bully?
I heard you in the training yard this morning.
Oh, I was running new recruits through some drills. Should I be quieter next time?
No, it's fine. Children don't learn unless you shout at them.
Questionable, Solus. Questionable. Okay. Now we need to go all the way up here and try to find a way up there. We could probably go from here to there if it's too tough, but I think from here we'll try. All right, what are we thinking? We need to go this way, seems, or maybe we can go up and follow the road. We brought that thing all the way over here. What am I hearing? Those dudes over there, man. Did they just despawn? Oh no, they're right there. We could probably kind of avoid them. Not that we should be avoiding everything. We should be fighting more things. I think we actually might be able to get away with going this way. F5. What a time to be alive. Let me check this real quick. Questionable, no. Funny, yes. I wonder what's gonna happen when I potentially end up being correct and people get upset with me or think I hate Solus. That didn't kill me somehow. Yeah, they already want it. Get away from me, you disturbing creatures. Huh. Maybe we can go up right here. Everybody hates Solus. I'm used to it. I thought like Solus was one of the few characters I feel like I recognized the name for, you know, from this game. I would have guessed Solus was probably like the actual like main character, you know, next to like the Inquisitor, of course. And maybe he is. Whoa. Guess this leads us around. We're in it now. Someone's gotta go. Oh my goodness. Dang. Well, we're doing no damage to this man right now. Isn't it nice to sit back and relax? Oh, crap. It's running away like a monster hunter enemy. Don't heal. Nice. That joint is not losing any HP. Oh, he's already dead. All right, where did this dude go? He probably didn't go too far. Hello. I'm shocked you lived that. I'm very shocked. Bro, where are my homies? Oh, they're back that way. I love holding RT.
This should be enough for the offering.
Colden's son has lost enough. We shouldn't allow him to lose his name. Give it to Finn.
I agree.
Kind though that may be, it bends the laws of their tradition. It's something to consider.
I don't fully understand that though, because like the only problem was that like it's perfectly fine if the son does it though, right? Or because like they don't necessarily want the son to have the father's name though, because you know he's injured, you know, so he's kind of like doing a disservice to the name essentially.
Your order, the Grey Wardens.
Not my order, as you well know.
Of course. But you may still have an answer. The Wardens see themselves the world's defense against the Blight, do they not?
Yes? Why do you sound so skeptical? Doesn't everyone know this?
When an archdemon rises, they slay it. What will they do when all the archdemons are slain?
Retire?
Without archdemons, there can be no Blights. Is that the reasoning?
Right. Where are you going with this?
Nowhere. I hope they are correct.
Bro is just trying to implicate himself so bad, bro. Open. More shards. Oh, this is one of those areas? Oh, shoot, bro. Yeah, I mean, I get those are the options, but I'm like, what would be a reason for somebody to not give it to the son? Could, if you did it yourself, could it lead to some points? You know, like to impress the people? Eastern Riverbank. Oh, because they know he didn't do the killings. I didn't actually consider that, but that does make sense. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is a little messed up. There is a little nuance there. This might lead. Oh, camp. Let's see. You could kind of just go down from here and get the last fast travel point, I guess. Funny how we got all this camp set up and we still got these homeboys right by our house. Yeah, I guess my thing is because of the nuance, what do you actually get out of not just giving it to the sun? Like, people will be like, oh, you know, well, he didn't actually do it, but the guy already said he'll flat out take anything he's given. He didn't say it had to be from the Inquisitor or anything, so it's like, so he'll accept it even if it comes from the sun. If they don't appreciate you disrespecting their traditions. Okay, but what do their feelings matter to me? Now that may sound harsh, but I don't care to find out what that is. Another giant pig. I guess, I don't know. Feels like one of those things where it's like, bro, screw their traditions. It's not like I live here. Well, I guess that's true, because I was like, does that count towards approval? Because I wasn't sure. If it counts towards approval, then like for the quests for it, then yeah, I'd say screw the sun, you know? But if you're trying to do like the morally good thing kind of thing, then why would you not just give it to the sun? That's what I was mostly trying to figure out. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't care about the sun that much. Sometimes I want to be, you know, morally right, but at the same time, I also want approval. So, I'm sorry, buddy. You're gonna have to pick a different last name, boyo. Create a new legend. You'll be okay. Oh, I hear these dudes up here. I knew Solos was gonna die because I started it too, got him too close. Bro, get up. Almost there. I played a open hand monk in Baldur's Gate 3, but I did multi-class into rogue as well. Yeah, that was disgusting, bro. By the end, people were so mad in that one episode where I took on that giant robot. you know, in Act 1, because that was supposed to be a really hard fight to do in Act 1, like dang near impossible if you didn't like really like have yourself together. But my monk was exactly what that fight needed, and he just dog walked them. It was crazy. He basically did everything by himself. But it was fun. Yeah, I just beat it up. They just beat it up. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Sometimes that's what's best for everyone. Sometimes it is for the best. Yeah, I feel like those are really cool Baldur's Gate 3 kind of mods, you know, like classes. I feel like if I replay Baldur's Gate 3, that's the kind of thing I do. F5, what time to be alive? Masters of the Hunt. I have the offering.
I have the offering for Calden Enverson.
I'll see it properly prepared and sent to Gida. She'll be making the final preparations soon, I imagine.
Won't be easy on the son. He's lost more than he should.
Farewell.
Farewell.
The woman that's like at the bottom of this cliff that probably wouldn't live. I didn't even find him to my third save. Sheesh. I be investigating everything in that game. But that area was very easy to get lost in, and I remember being annoyed by it. F5, what time to be alive?
I understand our Huntmaster prepares Calden Enverson's offering as we speak. This gift is beyond worth. You have my thanks, Inquisitor. I must complete the preparations.
I should be off.
Lady keep you.
Quest completed. One. I was pretty overwhelmed by Baldur's Gate 3 at first as well. I was intimidated by it. I mean, you could see that in the first couple episodes. I mean, I was just like, bro, I don't know what this means. I had never played D&D before either, so like I just didn't know. Figure out how a turn-based game works. Imagine having Baldur's Gate 3 as your first turn-based game, man. That's crazy. That's a great game to have, for one. My first turn-based game was Pokemon, obviously, you know, but I grew up with turn-based games, so like they're just what I always played as a kid. I mean, I didn't only play them, of course, you know, but there was just a lot of turn-based games I played back then. It's the best intro to turn-based. Debatable. Again, I'm still working on the script for that one too. It's debatable. I think it's a great one though. It's just, I feel like if somebody has never played a turn-based game before, I feel like you can very easily overwhelm them and think they're just overwhelmed by everything and they just don't stick with it. I think starting off with something simpler but having still a lot of depth is probably better for most people. Yeah, if we're talking about CRPGs, then yeah, that's probably what I would pick, you know. But if we're talking about turn-based games as a whole, there's just so many turn-based games. I think, you know, realistically, you know, some of the peak of turn-based, you know, that is simple yet has a lot of depth is something like, I don't want to say this one, but it is simple enough that most people understood it, and that's Final Fantasy VII. The materia system works like globally among all characters and stuff, so like there's no grinding out materia or anything like that. You know, the right materia things just requires some thought, you know, and it's not brain dead. You know, how you build your characters, you know, will actually matter and stuff. It's just simple greatness, you know. But yeah, I think if we're talking about overall, you know, I think Final Fantasy X is also a fantastic starter one too. You know, with the sphere grid is just a really cool concept, you know, and how you go about building characters. And it's true turn-based in the sense to where the game wants you to use all your party members in battle at once. So constantly switching between them is really, really fun. Yeah. I think Final Fantasy X is probably the number one. I would probably say the sphere grid might look intimidating because you just see so many nodes with so many abilities and stats and stuff you can get added and stuff. So it might seem a little intimidating, but you can only really do one or two things at a time. Everything else is locked, and you just use the points you gain and pick something you want on there. So it's pretty easy. Why does it do that? That's very weird. And I'll be honest, I kind of want another one because I'm really hungry right now. I can tell my energy is really low this stream, and it's very odd for me. I've been kind of inhaling this water. This entire thermos was full and stuff before, and it's almost gone. It's about right around here right now. I'm surprised I don't have to use the bathroom drinking all that water. Yeah, the problem I have with games like Expedition 33, again, everybody who watched that playthrough know I freaking love that game. It's one of my favorite games in the last 10 years. Expedition 33 has a major problem that most turn-based games don't have. And I think even the games that inspired it, anybody who doesn't know, Expedition 33's combat was largely inspired by the Mario and Luigi RPG games and Legend of Dragoon. Those were the biggest inspirations. They are basically the only games that do that kind of combat where there's QTEs, you know, or timed button presses for your attacks and timed button presses for your defense. Legend of Dragoon doesn't even do the timed button presses for defense. It only does for your attacks. But that's what it's inspired from. And what makes those games have it better executed than Expedition 33 in retrospect is that Expedition 33, this is largely not really too much on your first playthrough unless you're kind of somebody like me, and I brought it up during that playthrough, was that as great as the combat is and how cool the character building is, that once you get good at parrying, the game is over. You know, like the game is over. The reason why Mario and Luigi and Legend of Dragoon did it different, well, Legend of Dragoon is a little out of the question because it doesn't have both of the mechanics. But in Legend of Dragoon, you know, you have time button presses for maximum damage, of course, but you cannot defend in the similar way as in Expedition 33, meaning that there still is a cost to battle. You have the benefit of doing more damage if you're doing the time button presses, which are technically optional to do, but you're getting something out of being further engaged with the combat. Mario and Luigi, you have the exact same thing as Expedition 33. Problem is in Mario and Luigi, there's no dodge, but there is the block, you know, and you can even perfect block to take no damage. The problem is, more often than not, there's just something that's going to still do damage. There are certain things that just can't be perfect blocked, and because they do that, Expedition 33, every time it gives you a mechanic that can kind of counter how good parrying is, they add something else or a new mechanic that you have to be able to defend against that is completely swept under the rug by another new mechanic. Like, for example, when they added jumping into something you can dodge and stuff like that, but then they added the gradient counters and stuff too. You know, more often than not, if you can parry well enough, and I'll include everything that's defensive, every action you can take during the enemy's turn, I'll just count as the parry, just for the sake of the conversation, because of the defensive options. I know you can dodge, just want people to know that, but everything you can do on the enemy's turn can be avoided in some way. You can go every turn for the enemy and not take damage, you know? So it's like, when you get good at the game is over. It doesn't matter how strong it is or how much HP they have. that just happens. And at the end of the day too, because of how the character building works, you can flat out just do billions of damage to any enemy in the game. If you guys remember and were there around the time it was coming out, a lot of people were saying that, like, yeah, we just beat the final boss in one hit. My friend Grant, guy you've seen him on streams before during the events and stuff, and I've talked about how bad his opinions are and stuff, but even he beat the final boss in one hit. Thankfully, since then, because I was playing at release, they added a thing to where you can add HP to bosses and stuff at campsites and stuff, or at the flagpoles. I don't think a player should need to do that though, because you don't, if you're playing for the first time, you don't know how much HP an enemy is going to have and stuff, or how tough a boss will be. But the thing is, I would say, oh well, the patterns are really, most people will try to say as a counter, oh well, the patterns are not easy to learn and stuff like that. I never said it was easy, but the problem is there is one surefire way to ensure you always parry correctly, and that is not the animation they're doing, it's the sound effect. Because in Expedition 33, every time at the perfect time to parry, there is a sound effect that plays. So even if you were blind and playing this game, you could still be fine, because the animation is honestly there to throw you off. As long as you listen and hit the button when it makes the sound, it doesn't matter what animation they're doing, and it happens in, even if an enemy is doing multiple attacks, for every time the perfect parry window happens, it makes a sound. So as long as you're listening, you can parry at the exact right moment, you know? And again, that's fine. And it takes skill to get there. You know, it's just, I don't want skill to be to the point of making the game not fun anymore, you know? And I also kind of felt that with The Witcher 3 in some way, because quite frankly, the fact that I was still just beating everything so easily in that game, and I couldn't raise the difficulty any higher or anything, it kind of lessened the game's combat to me in some way. The game's combat was quite frankly, there was depth, but like they offered too much to the player. You know, there was just too much, because quite frankly, having 2 dodge rolls just made it to where as long as I dodge at the right time, I will never get hit. You know, I will never get hit. And the thing is, other RPGs do a similar thing too. As long as you dodge at the right moment in Dark Souls, you're going to win. You know, as long as you do this and do that. But the problem with why it's not exactly equal, because action games are a little bit different. They require more of you. Dodging at the perfect time isn't the only thing, because distance from the enemy can also matter. You know, the weight changing your dodge roll. Like if I have too much, if I'm carrying too much on myself in a Souls game, then my dodge roll changes too, you know, and you have to, and if you want to keep that, then you have to get used to a worse dodge roll, you know, and you can get good at that. But the fact that anything I pick up, you know, or whatever I equip can affect how I actually have to go about battle is why it makes it a much more thing you can be lenient with, you know. Have you done Verso's Dreps? I haven't yet. I did go there and I died from the first enemy. I gotta say, they're really strong. They're really strong, to the point where even if you're level 99, maybe we should do that at some point. Would you guys actually want me to do Expedition 33's post game? We kind of didn't end up doing that, and we just did the main story and a lot of the side quests and stuff, but we didn't do all of the post game. If that's something people would actually want a series for, you know, and would like continue the episodes of Expedition 33, let me know. I would actually do that. Yeah, the sounds are the same way. You can avoid anything on enemies' turns. Simon, you guys remember when I did that? That dude, brother, that joint flew me away. But yeah, I say all that about Expedition 33, but again, that doesn't matter to most people. You know, for people like me, for example, who've played a lot of those kind of games, I just kind of stopped struggling at the end of the game, you know, like towards the end of the game. Like you can see me discover it, and I start like feeling a little mixed on how they do things, because as long as your build is good and you can parry at the right time, like after a while, by the time you're in Act 2, you're probably not even dodging anymore. You know, like why dodge when parrying? Like if you can perfect dodge, which a lot more people do than they realize. If you can perfect dodge, did you know the perfect dodge is the same timing as the parry? You know, it's the same timing. So if you can perfect dodge, you can parry. You know, people knowing that the dodge will completely make sure you don't take damage, and it's a lot more lenient, makes them think that all versions of dodging is just safer to do. And because they're a lot more relaxed when an enemy turn comes, because they can just do that, you know. But parrying is the same one as perfect dodging, so it's like you might as well parry, because for the exact same timing you also you could even do tons of damage, you know. But I loved Expedition 33. It's really fun, and I would always recommend it to somebody. I was telling my friend Cody that he needed to play it, and he ended up doing it, and he streamed the whole thing. So much love to y'all who went by to his streams and watched that. And if you guys didn't, go watch his VODs, man. I think you'll really enjoy it.
I have not considered how fighting in our world might affect the Fade. Is it always thus, Solas?
It is worse this time, with the breach pulling spirits through against their will. But yes, every war, no matter how just, leads to hunger and rage, and so come the demons.
It is said that generals should avoid fighting in the same battlefield too many times.
The deaths, the rage, all of it weakens the veil.
But nothing is ever said of the effect war has upon the world of spirits, what we might be doing to them.
Every war has unintended victims. All too many go unnoticed.
Did I go in here? I don't think I did. Oh, no, it's her. Does she have another quest? Will you fight?
The Hakkonites are attacking my people. I would welcome any assistance you could offer.
Bathing my blade in the blood of the Hakkonites would be cause for a feast for most in this hold. The Hakkonites are fools, and they have forgotten the old ways. But we have pledged peace with them. To attack with lowlanders at our side would make us oathbreakers. This is poor weather for me to ask that of my hold.
What would change the weather?
Among the Avar, a hold draws strength from its hold beast. They are as kin to us. When our hold beast is strong and happy, there is joy. When it sickens and dies, it is an ill omen. Our bear, Storvacker, has not been seen in days. The hold fears for her. I cannot ask the hold to break peace oaths unless Storvacker returns.
Why did I just get so much XP? How do you care for the bears? About me and the bears, you would break the oath. Are you looking for the bear? Why does this bear matter? Sometimes I feel overwhelmed with dialogue options in this game. Whenever the investigate happens, sometimes I don't even want to click the investigate because it's like, oh my gosh, bro, there's so much dialogue. There's so much dialogue. I don't mind dialogue. Sometimes there's just a lot.
If she were dead, the augur would know. So the hunters watch for tracks. That is all we can do.
I'm a little confused about why I have to find a bear in order to gain the support of your tribe.
Storvacker is not a bear. She is our hold beast. She ties
50 dialogues and the options are all about.
I do not know whether your people have gods, or if they can be stolen, but it is not good. I know more of this world than the world of spirits. Speak with our augur if you would know more. They're our gods, not yours. For you, it is enough that Storvacker matters to us.
I'll speak with you later.
Ask those in the hold about Storvacker. They may know something they have not told me.
I don't be investigating NPCs. I see why. Again, I think I just feel a little insecure about it because often if I don't do some things, people will take that as me not caring. But a lot of times it's just flavor text, and it's fine to love the flavor text. I love flavor text too. You know, sometimes you can even find helpful insight and stuff too, you know, but Sometimes when there's so many, I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know.
Be welcome.
I'm looking for Storbacker.
Do you know where your hold beast may have gone?
Storvacker.
Yeah,
I've asked the gods, but they've seen no sign.
I agree.
Did you just introduce me to spirits?
The gods of the hold clamored to see you. I obeyed. For I'm their voice, their augur. And if I didn't show you off, they'd hound me for months.
What did you mean when you said I blazed like a fire?
How do you think you appear to the gods of the Fade? To those beyond the veil, your hand burns like the Watchman's bonfire.
Are you saying every spirit in the Fade knows where I am?
Only those nearby, but thoughts spread quickly among the gods. They tell me strange things. That you muddied Time's waters where the cliffs are red, and returned again.
Dang, you know about that.
I'd like to ask something.
Then ask.
Never mind, I don't have anything else to ask.
I should be off.
Farewell.
I love the option stays there, so when you click it, it just blank. I have something to ask. Go ahead. Farewell. Stranger. Let's go right here. Not here. Sheesh. Find Prowler coat. Tier 4 medium armor schematic. Sheesh. A dread, like a dread. Cole's hat. What? What is that sound? Did you hear that? What the freak is that sound? What is that? I thought I could get dreads, bro. Wait, okay, hold up. I want. Is it really over here? I was just up there. Right? No, I know I wasn't.
Blood will spill before the human. Let the jaws of
Ben. Is he gonna be mad at me? No.
The offering will be prepared for burial. My father... No, I'm only fit. Still, I rest easy knowing Colden's soul will journey well. Thank you, Inquisitor.
I'll let you rest.
Lady keep you.
Any exclusive headgear. Congrats, you can now craft a helmet you can actually wear. Let's go.
Our guests are welcome, so long as their weapons stay sheathed.
Shut up. Inquisitor. Hey, I haven't actually been over here. Hey, I'm gonna claim your place as part of the Inquisition.
Strange that
Yeah.
the veil seems so thin here. A great many spirits must have gathered in this place.
So,
Hello, I'm new. No, Mid? No, is that how I pronounce your name? Welcome.
And we'll let you fight HAKKON's trials.
Hope you're doing okay.
Hold would know if the spirits favor you. So would I.
Claiming the native camp, yeah, that is crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That is nuts. That is something I did not consider. I'm looking for Looking for a Storvacker.
I hear your hold animal's missing.
Nice.
Do you know where she might be?
I can't help you, Inquisitor. I always keep my distance from Stormbacker.
Why is that?
She nipped me good as a cub. The scar still itches when it rains.
Why do you pray to HAKKON when his fanatics cause you so much trouble?
HAKKON Winter's Breath could be testing us through those fanatics. He can be a cruel god, Lowlander. He'll favor the victor and no other. Strength to strength. If the jaws of HAKKON tried to raid us, we'll feed their scraps to the bears.
Can we begin this trial of HAKKON?
We need an offering from you first. To honor HAKKON and the dead.
Farewell.
I see, oh, but I have the thing. Which of those? HAKKON's trials.
Well met.
Ah, my arm hurts. Might need to break out the heating pad after this stream. I think Inquisition is your longest playthrough on YouTube almost. Maybe. In terms of hours, maybe. Dragon Age Origins had over 40 episodes and Witcher 3 had over 50, you know, but realistically, you know, those episodes were shorter than my streams, you know, like even the one I have right now, like the length of stream today is pretty different. Yeah. I was playing those games for a long time. Whenever you're only playing for a couple hour sessions, you know, it takes a while. We still do be yapping together, but I still think we do get a few hours of gaming in, you know, each stream. Like we're not sitting around talking for 2 hours. That just doesn't happen. Hold up. If our whole piece is vanished. Put it away. Now go here. I guess we go up this way. Maybe we gotta talk to the master of the hunt again. Oh, for me it's like almost 3:30 p.m. right now.
Inquisitor?
I'm looking for Storvacker.
Do you have any idea where Storvacker has gone?
Our hold animal's a hungry one. She might be after the game in the valley to the west. As the weather's turning, I'd not think she'd roam further.
Farewell.
Farewell.
All right, the one guy was able to finally get us where we kind of need to go. I don't know how I'm supposed to go over here though. I guess we just make our way inside though. Guess I'll teleport here. And let's just get into the heart of the swamp. How's the game? We're gaming, boyo. We're gaming. This is basically the Cage 3 of this series, by the way, so there's a lot that's, you know, like coming to a head here from the rest of the series. Left at the bottom of the hill? I have no idea what you mean. And basically, kinda. Then from what I understand, it's like this one is like Cage 3 and this one's like Remind. Or I guess you could say this game is kind of like 0.2 and then the next game's Cage 3. But it's something along those kind of lines. Or you could even say it's kind of like Infinity War and Endgame, you know, like, because this is kind of making where like a lot of the stories from earlier in the series come to a head, but at the same time, you know, there's still a big thing that happens in the next game.
Powerful spell here.
It could be blood magic. Let's look for any more skulls.
Getting close. I love how it looks here. Another artifact. Let's try to look for all these artifacts before we actually go there. Where else would they have put one up? Bro, why do these pigs sound like bears, bruh? I do not understand. I do not play Roblox. I've only really opened up Roblox maybe twice in my life. The scan doesn't see them either. Man, bear, pig. Somebody inform South Park. Never seen South Park before. But that shouldn't be too surprising for those that have been around for a while. I haven't seen a lot of things. All right, we need one more, right? Or was that all of them? No, I guess we got it all. I do not play Fortnite either. No, this is Forbidden Oasis. Prospect Basin. This is what I need. Remains to be seen. Let's set that. Probably not going to show us exactly where they're at. It's not. It's showing that it's right there, but it's... Where are we at? Yeah, I fully played through Red Dead Redemption 2 on the channel. I played 1 and 2. They were great. I had fun. You guys seem to like that series as well. I know Dragon Age is a pretty different audience than Red Dead, though. We got that one. I think we just need to go ahead a little bit. That looks like a cage. How many more skulls are there? Yeah, I look forward to playing the new Fable. That's gonna get played on the channel. That's gonna get played. I'm wondering if I should play the original Fable first before playing the remake. You know, that way I can kind of get some Fable people on the channel looking forward to that series. Oh, I see it. Right there.
I think that's the last of the bones. What were the Jaws of HAKKON doing with this magic? Perhaps the Avar and Stone Bear Hold can tell us.
They're not super long? Okay, that'd be cool. I want to play Red Dead. Hey, definitely do it. I know not everybody agrees with me, but I do think there's a lot of value in playing Red Dead 1 first before 2, because Red Dead 1, Red Dead 2 was kind of written with the idea that a lot of people playing probably played the first game, you know, and Red Dead 1 was made with the idea that Red Dead 2 did not happen, you know, and the problem with playing Red Dead 1 after 2 is that there's a certain character who is not present in Red Dead 1, and they do not bring him up at all, not even in their thoughts.
Actually is?
You know, and that's just, I feel like if I played it second, that's a problem I would have. And you can finagle your way to think, oh, well, he's trying not to think about him because, you know, the thought it hurts and stuff. No, bro. For my homies that are gone, I still think about him, bro. You know, that's just how I feel. But first Dragon Age game that expects you to look up. Gamers look up challenge impossible. I can't believe we're getting a Kingdom Hearts getting a Kingdom Hearts animated series. I was surprised to see that. I do not know what you mean.
A darkspawn as he appears?
But what of the orb he wields and the dragon he commands? This is no ordinary darkspawn.
His true advantage is the red lyrium. It is corrupted by the blight as he is. Thus he taps into its power twofold. Whatever he was before, that is what makes him dangerous now.
All right, bro. All right, bro. Dude was being weird. What the freak is a Coco channel, bro? What does that mean? What the freak does that mean, bro? Like, that's like, whether I think they're a bot. I'm gonna be honest. I think they're a bot. I think they're a bot. Lunge. You need some upgrades, bruh. Bot or kid. Basically the same thing these days. That's crazy, bro. I think I'll go ahead and get the mine. And then we'll get ice armor. Okay. We need to go and find. Okay, you're ahead. Over here. They're in the cage.
Look at the ground. Someone
Oh.
fought a beast here. It could be the Avar bear. There's no corpse. The bear must be nearby.
When I was looking at warrior gameplay in this game, I think he was inside this room when he was showing off how the class works. I'm pretty sure that was like maybe after like 2 or 3 Inquisition streams. Yeah, I think he might have, in that gameplay video, he might have been right here. Little did I know I wouldn't end up playing warrior. There we go. Can I grab that? The thunder? Is that thunder out here? Fun new game for streamer chats. Boomer. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I was stuck in the animation. I couldn't move for a second. What is that? Well, looks like I'm gonna let it out when I do that, so. Long ago, this would have been under the water until the Tevinter drained much of the swamp coals dot into build this prison. Why make a jail so remote? For prisoners they wish to hide. Tevinter has made war on Orlais many times, but now I believe there is a secret war between them that the common people are not allowed to see. This prison is a remainder of this secret war that continues in our time. I speak of Orlais's attempts to rouse the Snake Kings of the Earth against Tevinter's alliance with the Moonmen. This is explained in Sir Yick's pamphlets, of which I have read many, which explain things such as why the snake appears in Tevinter drawings and how the Snake Kings came to exist. The song, Crystals. Did Moonmen have their Tevinter allies keep the reptilian ones here, or so they could interrogate them at their leisure? None can say, but I will say yes, as that would fit my theory. Someone has sketched landmarks on the back of one of the papers. A crumbling Tevinter wall standing in a shallow marsh, an island in the middle of the river, something that looks like a Tevinter prison, and a small Tevinter outpost with a terrace on one side and a metal sculpture in the courtyard. Just don't fight me. Don't fight me, bro. We're cool. We're cool. There, I freed the bear. Oh, you're gonna follow me now? Well, what's in here? Don't tell me I gotta walk this dude all the way back. A scepter. Excuse me, this is a woman. How dare you? They're a gentle woman. She's good. All right, let's go. Something's gonna happen when we go out here, though. See the purple field on the map? They were waiting for us.
The lowlanders have freed the sacrifice. Jaws of Hakkon, destroy them!
Oh crap. Crap. Bro, can they stop blasting me back, bro? A lot of fade touch stuff around these parts. Oh, I guess she's on her own now. Be free. But the bear is free. Okay. Let's get me the freak out of here. Let's get out of here. Why would I let the bear handle it all and have all the fun?
I'm sorry about your apprentice.
Former apprentice. Daniel completed his training with me years ago.
It must be difficult too.
What makes you think I would welcome your pity?
I don't. And I didn't know him. But it seems we lost a good seeker.
You are right. He was a good man. Thank you.
Aw.
Be welcome.
Someone's used bones and magic.
I found skulls with spells on them left out by the Hakkonites. What are they trying to do?
Skulls. So, bones. Magic cloaked in blood. Stone hidden lie the tales of this hold. Here's the means to find them. Return when you've seen all the god runes, and I'll tell you why the Jaws of HAKKON did this.
Why not just say what's going on?
Because you hail from the lowlands. If you'd know more about the Avar, put some effort in the knowing. Besides, those runes took me months to carve.
I should be off.
Let's be off. Use Veil Fire. Go here. And then she's like over. Where is she at, man? I honestly don't remember. I don't think she's up here. No, she's not. She's up that her first path.
Greetings, stranger.
How did I miss her? I don't understand. I only went the one other path. How did I miss her? I'm just having a brain fart, I guess. I didn't. She's not in here. How did I miss the cave? I kind of hate how this town is designed. It's right here. There you go. I remember now.
Goat-kissing, blood-drinking, Hakkonite chicken craps. Thank you, Inquisitor. Storvacker has returned. My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hakkonites who held her. In trapping Storvacker, the Jaws of HAKKON broke their peace oath with Stonebear Hold.
Dang.
Our blades are yours.
She's unhurt.
I assume your bear is all right after whatever they were going to do to her?
She is fine. As for what they were going to do, my hunters brought items back from where they held Storvacker. I know what they intended. It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell Lowlanders. But you must hear it. The Jaws of HAKKON sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the Lowlands.
They wanted to send a god to destroy us. Could they wait until I'm done with the current god who wants to destroy us?
You are right to worry. This battle is not yet won. Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old Jaws of HAKKON did the same. They brought their god to life to destroy the Lowlands. Their foolishness lost HAKKON to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again.
Based on what we know, what must we do to stop the Jaws of HAKKON?
Their hold is an old Lowlander fortress. It is shielded by a great wall of ice. Magic even the Hakkonites do not know. Unravel its magic, and we will scatter their bones so the lady never finds them.
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hakkonites' fortress. Do you have any ideas?
No. It is Lowlander magic and nothing to do with us. Our spirit talkers are useless as battle goats. The Hakkonites must have found the magic in the old fortress. Speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more.
I'll speak with you later.
Walk with the lady's blessing.
Got it. So how am I doing on this? Approval? That wasn't enough to get approval? What are we doing here, bruh? There's no way that wasn't enough. Requisition an offering to bring to the arena. I guess we gotta requisition it. I think the requisition thing is above.
Do elves just call it root?
No, we have another name for it.
Well, that's no fun.
You spend too much time with Sarah.
Long DLC. Yeah, it seems. Where's the requisition thing? I think it's... Was it above? It's right here. Craft armor. Nothing there. Weapons. Buy, sell. Where's the requisitions thing? I guess I could do it from any camp, I guess, though. Doesn't have to be over here. I could just go here. Oh, requisitions. An offering for the arena. Boom. Zodiacal survey, courtyard upgrade. There we go. Is this not the main HAKKON quest though? Is that not what this is? I thought this was part of it. I thought somebody had said this it like adds into it. That seemed like it's part of the main quest. Well, we need to go this way. Wrong.
What did I tell you?
The quests for here are What Yet Lingers, where we have to go mysterious island in the Frostback Basin may yield clues about the region's past, so we got to go to the island. Then here, the Inquisition, we have to help the Inquisition soldiers fight against the jaws of HAKKON, and we have to gain approval. And we also have to use Veilfire to learn about Alvar magic. And we're about to do the trials right now. And there's this one for this. This doesn't seem like main story though. What Yet Lingers is main quest, I think. Okay. Game.
Well met.
Ready to fight. Here's my offering.
The Inquisition has brought an offering to enter your trials.
Yes. Oh, this'll be a fight to remember. I mean, enter the arena grounds. HAKKON's trials await.
Farewell.
Safe journeys.
All right. At 5, what a time to be alive. Let's do it. Guess we're fighting as a party. There they go. Okay. Okay. Dang. Whoa. Do you see that? Oh crap, one of them bugged out. Okay, it counted. Cool. More. Okay. Dang. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Whoa. Something about... Huh. These guys aren't much of a challenge. Uh-oh. Maybe I should keep my mouth shut. Okay. He'll die quick. Go. Cheddar. Ow. Oh. Oh. That was pretty easy. Cast with Black Cloud is an insane combo. Yeah, I brought them exactly for that reason.
Well, you saw well fought, Inquisitor.
Was it?
Do you run this arena?
I do.
Yeah, you didn't die.
I prepare warriors.
I was prepared.
Truly, I drill it into young heads that no one's born knowing how the axe swings or the arrow flies.
What do you mean, prepare your warriors for the gods?
As we train, the gods see us become worthy.
Worthy of what?
A second strength when you most need it. A glimpse that spots a blade at your heart. Warriors must show their will for these gifts, and the will for practice.
Interesting. You draw in spirits influenced by these ritual battles to aid you during real conflict.
Didn't I say as such?
Yes, but... Of course. My apologies.
Solus just gotta be that guy.
Safe journeys.
Well, I got the other approval, which is nice. Can I actually go inside? No, it's blocking me. I don't want to do that. I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
May I help you?
Guess not.
I should be off.
Why is her? Whoa. What? Why is her? Oh, okay. I guess it's just made like that. But like, I was thinking, is she just bent backwards, like fully? Yeah, I've been like when I freeze an enemy, I'll use that, and it also does shatter as well. I'm probably using it wrong, but. Yeah, I mean, it works. I don't know where I'm going with this, and like, I'm kind of tired of doing the quests here. Being honest. Kind of tired of it. Think I'm gonna go try to figure out about the island. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, that's actually exactly what it feels like. This feels like what y'all were warning me about with the hinterlands, but that just didn't happen to me with the hinterlands. But it feels like it's happening with me here. Like, I feel like I'll miss something or miss out on something if I don't do everything at that place. Just makes you feel like I don't know, it kind of burns me out. I'm honestly surprised I stayed there as long as I did.
Are the Fishers of Stonebearhole too rude to share a meal with friends?
We're no friends of the Jaws of HAKKON. Word has travelled of what your hold did to Storvac.
The Inquisitor! Let his blood death to the Lowlanders! Glory to HAKKON! The warrior dies!
Look.
You are the Lowlander they call Inquisitor. I am Arvid Rolfson. Well fought. The fish will feed on fools' heart wide.
Lord of HAKKON immediately dies.
Thane's son here has sent word that you and yours have guest welcome in our land.
Ugh, dude, I got like no sleep this night. Ugh. How long have you been here?
How long have you lived in the basin?
Stonebearhole's been
Yeah,
here
welcome
a
to the
few
stream.
generations. I was born further north, but we left before I could remember. It was a good life until the Jaws of HAKKON arrived. They brought trouble with them. People are expecting a raid, but
you don't agree.
They seem bigger fools than that for all their boasting. I cannot say what they plan, but it bodes ill.
I find myself in need of a boat. I need to reach that island.
The Lady's Rest.
What?
That island belongs to the Lady of the Skies. The spirits warn us to leave it be.
That line was weird.
I don't wish to disturb your lady, but it's important.
Thane's son here has given you guest welcome, and I have given you warning. The boat is yours. I hope you come back alive.
Thanks. All right, Lena, you can stay there, bruh. You can stay there. Row, row, row your boat. Oh, we're already here. Whoa. Nice.
For a moment, I almost felt like I was walking down a street back in Markham. Strange.
The spirits gathered here were drawn to tragedy. They radiated, as fire does heat.
Right. That didn't help.
American. Hi.
Interesting. What drew so many spirits to this place, I wonder?
I can't. No, without.
Oh, like a rift. Open Fade Rift. Are we going
This
back
rift
in?
is ancient. It may have formed from the battle that took place here, not the breach.
Talana slept. I slept. To find him in dreaming. But the blood. She's gone. Talana wanted to reach American again. One more time. But she couldn't. I couldn't. I died. I tried to stay, but only pieces came through. You opened the sky for the rest of me.
Solus?
Solus, this seems like something you might be able to help with.
Pain drew the wraiths, but this spirit touched the mind of someone who cared for Inquisitor American.
American? Yes. Inquisitor. Beloved. She came with American to hunt the dragon.
The dragon?
Huge. Power like none had seen. It came from the mountains with the Avar. Towns fell. All dead. One last favor for Emperor Draken. Slay the Avar dragon. Save Orlais.
Where'd he go? He died here then.
There are no records of a dragon, so he must have killed it, and died doing so.
Yes. If he had lived, he would have found her. Me. But he didn't. And no one ever knew. They fought at the shore. Spirits and magic.
The wall is talking.
So cold. How I found her. How she found us. They rested here. Then up the river. Metal spires. A way to stop the dragon. Then Talana returned here, alone, to wait for him. Forever waiting. Dreaming, then dead.
We'll find American. You don't have to wait here anymore.
You have done all she asked of you. Be free.
Thank you. It was hard. She went a long time ago. I stayed because she asked. Her things are there. She wanted them found.
Jeez. Aegis of the Rift turns to veil itself into a magical shield that deflects enemy projectiles. Whoa. Let it be known that the bearer, Inquisitor Ameridan, commander of the Seekers of Truth, travels to the Frostback Basin on the official request of His Divine Majesty Cordelius Dracon, Emperor of Orlais, upon business vital to the safety and security of this most holy empire, and that he and those who travel with him are to be afforded every service, rendered every assistance, and extended every courtesy in their efforts to protect Orlesian lives from threats both magical and mundane. Make her watch over him. Cordelius Dracon the First.
Kenrick will want to look at the orders.
Are you all right?
I'm all right. Oh, there it is. The Inquisitor has gained a new ability. Yeah, so that can be upgraded in the Inquisitor tree. Bro, these guys just pulled up here. They just pulled up. Well, y'all are late. Y'all are late.
Kill the Inquisitor! Death to his hold for HAKKON's glory!
Come on. That move is crazy. Crit chance and crit damage are up really high for me. That's it? That's the best you got? I thought you were stronger. I feel like invincible right now. Whoa. Hello. I don't feel like reading that right now. Gold, gold, gold. Oh, well, you have the symbol. 30. Oh my gosh, 30? No way. I F5'd, I'm pretty sure. I hope. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh, we're out of here. Yeah, we gotta go. Go, run! What was that sound? What was that sound, man? What was that sound? You might need to upgrade your health potions, brother. My health potions was not why we all just died just then. They're level 30 when I'm level 20, bro. Oh, we could beat them maybe. If I would have time to be alive. I'm kind of glad they got rid of the injuries. He just helps here. Maybe I should go and put that on. Maybe I actually should put it on. Aegis of the Rift. Guess I'll replace this. F5, what a time to be alive. All right, we took it. Are they gonna spawn again? Huh. They just leave to a different area? You good, bro? That's it. It might be cooked. Unless they move to a different area over here. Anybody here? No, I think they're gone. Dang. I gotta leave and come back. Dang, they really despawned, bro? I ain't seen any of these despawn like that before. That's weird. Yep, they're not here. I mean, I wouldn't want to fight me either, you know? Well, I sure showed them, guys. All right, I'm out of here. Dude, I'm like really hungry right now. I know I kind of had that Lunchable at the beginning, but like I'm really hungry right now, where it's kind of distracting me. Sheesh. Dang, that sucks. That sucks. Okay, I'm actually thinking of ending the stream here because I actually, yeah, okay, I was thinking the same thing. I actually might be live again tonight. There's a Kingdom Hearts thing happening at D23 around 7:30 Eastern. That's about maybe a little over 3 hours from now. So I might end up doing that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, you haven't already, hit the like button for you boy. Lets me know that you guys enjoy these streams. Next stream, we're gonna mostly focus on doing the What Yet Lingers quest, you know, and realistically, if we stream for as long as we did now, or maybe a bit longer, you know, maybe if I actually have time to eat something beforehand, you know, or just feeling it, you know, we might be able to just finish it in one go. That might be nice. Uncrustable, I would like one of those. I was just gonna have another Lunchable, but I might actually just go out and like get something. I don't know if this is one of those days, but I'm feeling it. That's gonna be it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is KingdomAce. Remember, everyone, to play some games, have some fun, enjoy your day today. And if I do stream tonight, I will see you guys tonight for those that like Kingdom Hearts, or if you just want to hang out.